Hello. Hello, people. Hi. How's it going? How's it hanging? Hello, Americans. My fellow Americans. Hold on, y'all. Time to kind of get this thingamabob started. This thingy-me-bob. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alright. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's get the music on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm ready for this. Hello, my fellow Americans that are flooding into the chat. The audience. What's up, everybody? Give me one moment. I'm going to get the stream. I don't know which stream to watch though, I'll be honest. There's like 20 of them. Currently I'm streaming this on YouTube and here. So we got two chats basically. Alright, here we go. What is this on my screen? Anyways. Presidential debate. I wonder how long we have until it starts. I really don't know which stream to watch. Got it. Damn. 2 hours? Oh, no, an hour. I have no idea what stream to watch, y'all. Shoot. We're gonna rock this one. This has the most people.
If trying something new opened up a whole new world of possibilities,
Let's check that out.
would you embrace it?
Forms. Can she demonstrate that she's ready to lead, not just domestically, but globally? And how will she...
I need a stream where I could rewind. This is the official one, right?
That benefit the people.
Can I rewind?
Okay,
we're good. So we have an hour and 23 minutes and 27 seconds until the official debate starts. So while we're at it, might as well get on a game. Feel me? I'm gonna have my freaking face cam on while we watch this shit, but you know, not right now. What's a game to have on while we wait? I wonder. You know what? Let's go on Soul RNG. This fucking garbage game. This game is actually shit, but I remember I used to play it before it was kind of popular. Not gonna lie. I think they added a bunch of new shit, but I have no idea what about it at all. Yes, love gambling, the game. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? Oh, I remember I had this. It didn't have this animation before. That's weird. It didn't have this animation before. That's kind of odd. What do I have? What? There's so much stuff. Gambling, let's go. Yo, what's up? Persistence. What do I have? Flush, hard eye. I have this. Like they added so much stuff. Golly, what do I have here? Undefined. So they just have animations for everything? I guess that's cool. Everything is so small. Got this. I'm gonna just rock this because it's 1 in 5 million. Just a flex. I can't auto roll no more? What? What you mean I gotta join the group? PvP? Why is there PvP on? Can I fight people? There's so much shit that yo. I might have to call. I might have to call you know who. You know what I'm saying? I might have to call you know who. Can I stop these sound effects, please? Yo, can I stop these sound effects, please? How do I get rid of them? Quick roll. My man, how do I get rid of these sound effects? Other aura sound effects off. Holy shit. Everyone is just getting so much stuff. How do I stop this? It's annoying. You know what? Easiest thing. There we go. Much better. Much better. We gotta wait. I can't. What? Skip. Why? Skip warning. Roll cutscene. Auto equip. What? Skip warning. Swap warning. Apply. Why can't I auto roll on? Why can't I auto roll no more? You know what? Hold on. Oh, I don't even think it. Whatever. That's so dumb. That is so dumb. I can't even auto roll, so I'm gonna just have to use an auto clicker. So stream this. Stream this. There we go. Can I roll cutscene? The ready the drone auras below the set value. The cutscene will be skipped. 5,000? Apply. How do I get? I don't want this happening, bro. This is actually kind of annoying. I can't auto roll no more. Or filter credit auto FK coin notification buff enabled. Low mission. How do I? This is a skip warning. Do I really have to join the fucking group? Are you serious? Whatever. Fine, I'll join the group just for this one time. It's so dumb. You used to be able to auto roll before, and now you can't. You have to join a group. That is so ed. That is actually kind of dumb. That is very dumb. Oh my god. That's why I don't like this game. This game is trash. Can I please auto roll now? Please let me auto roll. Please. Get me out of this cesspool of aura and shit. There we go. Can I auto roll? Thank God I can auto roll. Finally. And now we just wait until the start of the fucking debate. I'll be right back. This is one doo-doo dog shit game. Yeah, I can't even turn on the volume. I literally can't even turn on the volume. This game booty. Do I really want to just stay here until I fucking... I'm not gonna stay here until the fucking debate starts. I'm playing something else. Fuck that game. Got an hour to kill. Shit. Play the King Winter? No. I'm not gonna play the King Winter. What's a time killer? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stop streaming here. Y'all gonna have to go to the YouTube stream for now. I'll start restreaming the debate here once you know, it actually fucking starts. So yeah. Also my Roblox fucking crashed. Cool. W. Project Lancer. It could. Oh, I need to leave this group first. Fuck this group. Garbage.
Lived a good life, that he wouldn't be going through these prosecutions, but he's doing it not.
An hour and 14. Goddamn. Or 14 minutes. I could have just started stream later on, but whatever. I'm playing Football Fusion. I haven't played that in a while. Might as well. Okay. Play now. Oh shoot, what am I doing? Oh, never mind. Alright, cool. Why isn't it showing on my stream? There, oh, okay, it is. Holy, you're trash. Holy, you're trash. It's a 3v something. Please throw it. Oh my god. I swore I jumped. Did it not input? Spacebar? Yo, hello? I can't jump? Holy cooldown. It takes so long to jump. That's insane. Where's that going? It takes 20 years just to jump once. Look at that. I'm spamming this shit. Oh, never mind. It didn't work. Where's the fucking team, bro? Where is the team? There's like 3 of us. Jesus Christ. This game sucks. It might. It's like a 3v5 right now. I don't know where's the rest of the team at. Finally, someone else. I think that's gonna help. That's going way too far. Oh, hell no. I mean, messed up if you think I'm chasing that. I didn't grab it? Damn. Can't grab shit. Oh, cool. Another interception. It's like a bunch of fucking ragdolls running around and shit. Ooh. Oh, 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 no. I snatched those. I snatched those. Where's that going? Where's that going? Please grab it. What are you doing? Oh my god. I was open. And he just throws it to the conglomerate of just 50 bodies. Nice going, teammate. Jesus Christ. Throw it to me. Come on, you wanna that's too far. Oh, never mind. What the fuck is this stupid game? What is this? I'm going far. I'm going far. I'm going far. What? Can I grab this? No. Ooh. Alright, cool, cool. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Oh my god, he's got sacked. Dumbass. Up to the left, 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 to the left. Give me that, 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 give me that. Oh, give me that, give me that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Touchdown, baby boy. Let's go. My first touchdown. You want to give me that? Look at his ass. Look at his ass. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Block. Did it block? I think it did. I was in, right? Oh, never mind. It's not. Well, whatever. Alright, cool. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's like 2 people on him. There's like 2 people on him. Look! Ah, that didn't work. Why are they tripping? I don't know. No, it's a dive. Like that. Apparently this is a dive. I don't know why it's... That's the weirdest dive I've ever seen, but you know. Oh my god. I couldn't block. It's about to be an easy touchdown. Easy touchdown. 3 on. 3 on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my god. Goofies, man. Hold on. Okay. Oh, apparently. Wait, is it my team yellow? Yeah. I mean white. My bad. I'm colorblind. Anyways, easy, 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 easy. What? How? Oh my God, ping issues. That's ping right there. What's my ping? What? Does he have like 0 ping? I don't understand. That's baloney. Where's he gonna throw? He's gonna throw this way? He gonna throw this way? No, he gonna throw this way. Yeah, I'm on that. Oh, never mind. Stop being colorblind. I mean, I could, but you know, I just don't feel like it. And apparently, I don't feel like not being colorblind. I'm open. I'm open. I'm open. Far. 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 Okay, never mind. Please get it. Jesus Christ. He ain't needs 0 pain to beat me. What you mean? In my screen, I was in front of him. What you talking about? Look at that red. Look at that red. Selling the game. Alright, which way he's going to throw? He's going this way. No, he's going this way. Are you going that way? You going this way? No, you going that way. He's trying to throw it all the way into the end zone. Bro, are you going to run it or throw it? What's the play? You going to run it. I'm charging him. Screw it. Make the move, buddy boy. Make the move. Oh, well. Oh, cool. Hi guys, me, Joe Biden. Totally, I'm so nice. You're lying. You're not Joe Biden. Joe Biden's dead. Well, if he was alive, he would not be even able to physically type anything. So, yeah, that's cap. To left. Oh, where's that going? Cut in the middle. Cut in the middle. What? What? Yo, do I have to like jump early? I guess I gotta jump early now. Because like, that is kind of dumb. Like, I'm trying to jump on timing with the ball. Where the fuck? Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled! Oh. Lower the gallon prices. Yeah, the dollar prices. Make $1, not $1. Make it 25 cents. Yeah, throw it to us. Yeah. You know you want to. AFK moment. Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy sucks. This guy sucks. Oh my goodness. This guy's dookie. Doo-doo. Alright, I'm gonna have to jump in the middle. I'm gonna jump early. I gotta jump early. Early. It's my chance. I gotta jump early. Oh no, he's running it. Oh, he's not. Okay. That motherfucker died. He did. Okay. Oh. How the fuck? Roblox W engine. W engine. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what. The defense recovered. That's crazy. How is that possible? Oh, what the? What was that? Ah, got jumped. Yeah, probably. Huh. Oh. What is that emote? What is that emote? Bro's name is I'm delayed. That's good. This game is so weird. What was the other game? Football Legends? Yeah, that shit better. Alright, that's it. I gotta send someone to bed. Hold on. What's so good about Diddy's World? I don't know. I don't find it interesting, to be honest, in my perspective. Uh, my take on Diddy Dandy's World, it's kind of meh. It's a meh game. It's kind of just, I don't know. I just don't find it yeah, it's kind of boring if I'm being honest. It's type shit boring, but you know, people like it, so whatever. That's fine. Alright, let's play some MM2. I just play so I have something to do. It just seems easy. It only gets hard when there's too many NPCs and like nowhere to go. Joining a friend. Nowhere's joined me. Did I join Nowhere's or he joined me? What the hell? That boy already in MM2. That's crazy. Predicted the future. Okay, what's going on here? We have this black girl with the gun, and what a slow reaction time. Oh, that's the killer. Oh, he hit him. What the hell? What the hell, partner? Are you hot? Oh yeah, we're yeah. They cooked. They're cooked. They're cooked. I'm not watching that. That's a waste of time. Get a repair can do the true end. There's no end to Dandy's world. It's infinite, isn't it? Unless you get to, like, I don't know,
Former President Trump
world 100.
will be on the left side of your screen.
Oh.
Vice President Harris on the right side. We'll explain why in just a moment. The debate will be about 90 minutes with 2 breaks. There will be no opening statements. Each candidate will be given 2 minutes to answer the moderator's questions, 2 minutes for rebuttals if needed, and 1 minute for follow-ups, again, if needed. Former President Trump won the
All right, so the debate rules to 90 minutes with 2 breaks, no opening statements, 2-minute answers, 2-minute rebuttals, 1 minute follow-ups, order. Okay.
virtual
So
coin
Harris
toss.
is going
So
first.
he's opted to speak
Oh,
last
she's
during
going
the closing
first.
statements. That's really important.
Oh,
Because of that,
snap.
Vice President Harris got to choose her position, which again is on the right hand of your screen. As for the rules tonight, there are a handful of them. You've spoken about a couple of them. They are very important. Mics are muted when the other candidate is speaking. There is no audience, but there is a group of journalists observing the debate, known as the pool. There can be no interaction with staff during these breaks. The candidates will be given water, a pen, a pad of paper. You can't bring props or notes. There will be a giant timer just above the candidate's timeline so they know exactly how much time they have. And you may notice another thing. The candidates are nowhere near the same height. The podiums will be slightly different, and something to look out for. The first few seconds of this debate, here's why. This will be the first time both candidates meet each other for the first time ever, or as the kids say, Savannah and Lester, IRL.
In real life.
Why IRL? You're not hip with it.
We'll define it. Thank you very much, Tom.
All right,
There's
Garrett
no
Dick
words.
has been covering the Trump campaign and joins us now. Garrett, I know you had a chance to speak to the
There's no words. Someone shoot the frog. Somebody get the frog. We are in danger of the frog apocalypse. Oh shit. Shoot him. Why is she coming down here? Hug a wall, hug a wall, hug a wall, hug a wall. Please, hit your shots. You better look at this. Yep. Hug a wall, hug a wall, hug a wall, hug a wall, hug a wall. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Oh. No. Let's go. Get out of here, no words. Should have died the first time, but all right. Let's go. Stop trying to trade me. I decline. Declination.
former.
Make sure people are
All right,
Kamala
it's
Harris
in
has had
it's in 50
the
minutes.
opportunity for nearly 4 years to do a whole host of different things. Many of them she's talked about in the past several weeks. And I think the major question is, why do you have to wait? Why aren't you doing these things now? And he has to kind of
Oh man, people are on her ass. I'm so ready for the debate. It's gonna be so fun. It's about to be so much fun. Get away from me. I'm racially profiling you. You are the murderer. Who's playing that sad ass music, bro? Yo, get away from me, bro. It's him. It's him. It's him. It's the blue guy. No, wait, it's not. Oh, hell nah. There's too many people around me. Get away. I hate when they get close to me. Social distancing. Please. Social distancing. Social distancing, please. Leave me alone. I'd rather go with no words. I know that man's safe. I'm staying with that dude right here. Oh! Gun! Who is it? Who is it? Peeky. Oh my god. Alright, where is he? Peek me again. What? I hate headless. Oh. Yeah, we going inside. We going inside. We going inside. We going inside. Oh. Hey. Get out of my way! Get out of my way, you bum! Sheesh. This man is in my way. Stupid orange guy's in my way. Dang. And she has headless. Like, I literally can't hit her head. There's no headshots. And she's still trying to trade me. No, stop. I'm not gonna trade you. You know where it's gonna get up here, bro. How do I? There we go. Oh, never mind. I could do this right without losing frames. Yeah, I could do that. Watch she be the murderer. Watch she about to turn around and chase me. I'm calling it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Alright, you got that. Maybe we could have got a little input from you, I don't know. Wishful thinking. Snap. Free me. A word. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, so it's not her. I was about to say, she moving sus. Yo, loading, you trying to get up here? Well, you're mod. I don't gotta ask you. Oh. It's the orange man. It's the orange man. It's the orange man. Oh, and there's gun. And he's going camp gun. Great.
Just doing it for now. Doing work.
This man's camping gun. It's our tent. Climb! Oh, man. Yes, please spam jump. This is my reflexes. Test it. Did not test it. That's 3 in a row. That's 3 in a row. Let's go. Yes, sir. Mexican Venom? What are you talking about? What? Alright, what are you talking about? How much time we have left?
Exposed Kamala Harris
by looking in
44 minutes. So starting at 9 o'clock. Okay, that's alright. We got it. So at 9, we could just pull back up to the stream. I mean, to the debate stream. Oh. Time to head to the scene of the crime. And I cannot. Cool. Time to go the long way. Oh, snap. Alright, it's that white girl, isn't it? Oh, they shot. They're taking shots. They're taking shots. Dang, this girl got laid out. That's tough. I want a little tea bag. Who's killer? Is it her? Get away from me. Oh. Nah, they running a train on her, dog. No, that's crazy. How horrible. This 3 at one time crazy. I'm telling you. They were getting devious. Bro got a Dominican flag. That's right. Okay. Still innocent. Great. I love being innocent for like 3 hours. Can I go in there? I could fall in some. No, it's her. It's her. Leave me alone. It's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of them. Oh my god. Is my mic audio good, y'all? Any problems? No background noise? I hope not.
Yeah, it's cool.
Alright, just making sure, Just checking, This person's probably AFK. Never mind. Yo, who is it? Oh. Oh, it's the black girl. Please shoot her. Please shoot her. dumb. She won't know I'm here. She won't know I'm here. Yeah, what's that shader pack? I need it. That's a must-have. It's... I don't know. Oh. These shaders are... let me see. Where is it at? Block shade. Block shade ultra. With block straps, lighting engine as well. So like I'm running lighting and shaders at the same time. Okay. Oh my god, seriously. How many times? No, it's gonna be murderer twice before I get murderer once. Watch. It's gonna happen. You're popping shots already, yo. Oh my god. Turn that off. I'm trying to hear that. Oh, triple kill. Oh, they've been deep here. Oh god. Oh, we're good. That's tough. She got laid out. Willow_ plays Roblox. A lot of activity. What the hell is going on in my chat? Oh my god, are you serious? Please, I want murderer once. One time. Those are weird reflections. Oh my goodness, what happened to my doors? It has water physics, y'all. Check it. I look so... Ugh. Is it him? It is Dominican. It's the Dominican. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Gotta go. Gotta go. Oh, gotta go. Yeah, the other way. Oh, God. Noah's run. Run. Where's the gun? Hey. Where's the gun? Oh, she has a gun. Oh, great. Noah's run. Run. She's going for you. Oh, never mind. Get the gun. Get the gun, homie. Get the gun, homie. Get the gun. Squeeze! I can't squeeze through, bro. Bro, he knows where you're going based on your music, dog. He can hear that. Please turn off the music. Oh, ankles. Never mind. I just got this girl just hiding. Great. OMG. IRMA fan. Can I have a Datwing? You know. Decline. Decline. Fake fan. Yeah. I'm a fan, please. Can I have a Datwing? Declination. Stop asking me. Decline. I've never seen this person in my life. Hold on. What's their name? Vanilla Bean 8. Alright, I'm gonna see if they're in my group. We're gonna see how real of a fan they are. Which is fake. Let's see. I'm gonna go to my group. And they're not there. Yeah. That's good. I actually thought. And I'm dead. That's her, isn't it? She's the one that, yep, she stabbed me. That's her. Oh my gosh, she freaking got flung. Let's go norwards. Let's go. Let's go. Behind you, bro. Run! Oh. Oh my god, the plant saved you. Oh snap. This girl spam jumping and what a loser. Yeah, it's a 1v1 situation. Oh, she's trying to flick. She's trying to throw it. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. He spelled the bowler wrong. Ebnola. That's crazy. Oh my god, no words. Run. You throw a C4 at her? You throwing a bomb at her? Oh my god. Under pressure. Under pressure. Ooh. Get him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did she leave?
Break on them.
Nah, she. Never mind. I thought she left. I was about to say. That was funny though. Buddy, off step forward.
By the rule.
All right, we got 30 minutes until the debate. Oh man. Whew. It's about to be so funny. Please. Oh my god. Are you actually kidding me? I have a feeling it's the acorn. Oh my god, it's no words. Weave. Weave. Run. Run. I knew about this. I knew about the music.
I haven't played this in ages. God damn.
Run. 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 Where's the gun?
What's up, B-boy?
Where's the gun? Oh. Nice. Yo, what'd you miss? Not much. We have 30 minutes until the debate starts. I'm so excited.
What is this shit, bro?
We should make a poll and see who's gonna win the debate, or like who performs better. Who has the most? Who stutters the most? Who stutters the most? We should do a poll. Who stutters the most between Trump and Kamala? Kamala about to stutter. Damn, you got the golden boombox? Do I have a golden boombox?
Yeah, I'm.
Never mind. I only have regular.
Where's got to where we at?
I thought you had to like actually get the buy the boombox, like the actual Game Pass. I mean, gear for it to, you know, work.
Oh no, I think you still do it. Oh wait, no, it's not Game Pass actually.
No, it's like you have to actually buy it.
I will send you to Jesus. I will send you to Jesus. I will.
I'm coming. Oh my god, you got in my way.
I did not even see you.
Come here. Hello. 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 Hello.
That was scared that little girl. That's crazy.
I know where nowheres is based on that music. Hello, girl. Yoink. Yeah, where you going? Come here, boy. Where you going, girl? You going, girl?
That's a different. Okay.
You going, girl?
Remind me.
What? Oh, hell no. Oh, no. Damn it. Oh, there's a wall covering us. Hey!
A 1v1 in a century.
Ah! My knives kept hitting corners, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Donald got the confidence when he talks though. Yeah. And come on, there's no the mics are muted, so like Kamala can't be like, I'm talking. I'm talking. I'm talking. You know, she wanted to do that so bad, just so she could get the popular vote. I mean, she already has the popular vote. Nobody likes Trump, but like, come on. Ain't gotta be that serious. He talks like he's always right. I can't do a Trump impression. I don't got the voice acting skills for it. Hey, shut. I can't do it. Never mind.
Yo, lag spikes all over the place. Holy shit.
I mean, if you talk like you're always right, then that should be like a good thing, right? You know what I'm saying? You got the confidence.
Pretty much depends.
We need a president that stand on business, you feel me? I know this freaking black man isn't. Oh, get a gun, bro. I knew you had something. Yeah, it makes people believe in his confidence. Yeah, that's a good thing, honestly. This may be a hot take, but I think presidencies are too much, like, people vote too much on social issues. Like, that's the problem nowadays. People just, everything's so emotional. Who y'all voting for? I mean, I could vote, but I was gonna vote for Trump originally, but then I wasn't going to vote. I'm probably just gonna vote. Because apparently Kamala's website has nothing. Like, legitimately nothing. There's no policies on her official website or anything. Who's this? Nah, back up. I don't like you. But we'll see. People vote her because of Project 2025. I think that's like just a scare tactic.
Is it no words?
Yeah, it's no words. There's no words.
Oh,
Guns in middle. Guns in mid.
Oh my god. Someone says spam jumper. Yeah. I hate them. No words, you gotta hate her, bro. How do you feel?
Ooh! Kill him. Kill him. Let's go. I'm voting for Trump because when he was president, at least, he made changes like he said he would. Well, when Trump went into office, I couldn't vote at all. But it was hilarious watching the reactions of people. Because they were freaking crying and shit. They went to a Taylor Swift concert just to lose. Or was it Taylor Swift? I forgot. I forgot whose concert it was. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. That was so funny. But for me personally, I'm not into politics that much. So originally, if I could vote, like when Trump was like before he was actually in office, I would have voted for him just to piss people off because everyone he just immediately hated him. I don't know why though. It was in the WWE Battle of the Billionaires or some shit. It's the black man. Oh, never mind. Alright, never mind. I thought it was racial profiling.
I'm dead and I have the gun.
Oh, it's that girl.
I'm fine. What the fuck?
I'm running around.
I had to run.
It's the girl. It's well, it's the girl with no face, brown hair. Was it brown hair? I forgot.
To give me a minute.
Where's she at? Where's she at? Behind that black man. Behind the black man. Behind the black man. Right there. Right there.
This dude move. I need you to move. It's me. He's in the way. Still. He's get out of the way.
Where's she at? Where's she at? Hold on. Hold on.
Here. Right here. Back up.
Alright. Ooh. Popped him. Pop him. Yes, sir. Right at the end of the song, too. Yes, sir. Damn, you guys will play this game way more than me. Holy.
I used to play like heavily, but now this is butt.
It's because the balloon, bro. Wait, they haven't Wait, they haven't beef? Oh no, they haven't beef.
Yeah, like, I just noticed that.
Oh, yo. Y'all beefing? I don't know. I got instigate. Y'all beefing? You know, the losers. Y'all beefing? Obama? Who said that? Oh, he had a gun.
Wait, what? Oh, it's...
Wait, hold on. There's people over. Wait, do I kill the people over? Nah. Alright. Wait, no, I hear someone. Alright, I gotta stop camping gun.
Hey, oh my. Whoa, buddy.
Ooh, got him. Get here, buddy.
There is a gun. Do your job.
Oh shit. Nope. Fuck. Whoa, 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 whoa. Relax, 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 girl, relax.
I will send you to Jesus. 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 I will send you
Come
to
here.
Jesus.
Oh.
Come here. Where's the last person? Yep, right here. Come here. Yep, you're dead. Alright, who next? Who next? Who next? Last person, I
It's
believe, is over
AFK.
here.
Both of them.
If they
Is that
AFK,
Vandal?
I'ma just get my coins, you feel me?
Oh.
Got my balls and coins. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, there's mad balls over here.
Inventory's pretty butt if you think about it.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Headshot. Yes, sir.
I don't care whose business I am. Okay.
These people beefing. What a bunch of losers. Can I get a screenshot? Do I know you? Do I know you? Who are you? How do I can I prestige? This will release your rank, but to level 1. Let's do it. I'll prestige. No. So why? So is she want a screenshot, but she don't know me? What the heck? Damn. Do you watch Ancient? Yes.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That was insane. There's a button said I'm scared to prestige. Nah, dog. I finally P1. Oh, I don't trust you. "15 minutes until the debate." Yes, sir. Why should be no words?
What?
Okay, okay. I was testing my luck. Who the? Who's that? Come on. Swing your knife at me. You know I'm gonna go investigate. God damn it. Of course it was you.
Why is it E to fucking throw your knife? That's it. So corny.
It's
It was
right click
definitely
too.
something else before.
Right click.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it wasn't working.
What you got in your inventory? Let me see this. Purple seer. Oh my god. Am I sitting down? I'm doing the splits. What the hell?
Me play my son like murder people.
Talk about themselves in a humor.
13 minutes until the debate. Oh yeah. I'm ready.
I will send you to Jesus. 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 I will
My
send
man.
you to Jesus. I will send 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 you to Jesus.
Can you get a promotion? No. What the hell are you asking me for? Your honor, ancient getting that Arizon's version, not the 13 power stacks. Still, I have a clip where I got 13 empowered stacks, but I don't know what to do with it, like, regards to my channel. I'll show it on stream, screw it. I'm gonna show it on stream.
Where are the brothers at?
I have it right here. I hope I have it. If I don't, then that's gonna be sad. Well, hold on. I think it's damn. I think it's on my phone. Right.
There it is.
Yeah, it's probably on my phone. Hold on. Yeah, Truck Simulator. Yeah, that's the game. Apparently, it gives me whenever I record, or like just something about freaking needing a game to
Here
actually.
you have a fake fan. How do you feel?
Oh, me? I don't know.
Yep.
That's crazy. Anyways, how much do you go into the catalogs? Let me send the video from my phone to my PC real quick. Color. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, it's this one. All right, hold on. Share. I'm gonna just send it to myself. Fuck it. I have this doo doo. Oh, damn! You just went for the.
Not the frog on the murder.
Nah, you better get a knife. You know what? I knew it.
Oh my
I
god.
knew
I
it.
was
I knew it.
expecting that shit too. That's
I
crazy.
knew it. Oh god. Peek me, boy. I'm out in the open. I'm out in the open. I'm out in the open. What's up? I ran into my knife. I ran into the knife. That sucks. Anyways, I got the what am I hearing? Is that in the game? Yo, I'm hearing some weird, like, thingy, but whatever. Oh, that's
Man was in his feelings.
that's weird. Anyways. Display capture. Right.
Recording your vids.
I want to use it.
Dang, you pre-record your vids, Ancient? Did not know that.
Pre-record my vids. What? The fuck is pre-record?
Apparently, that's what you do.
I pre-record my vids. Got it. Here's 13 stack showstopper, by the way. I just used it.
No words. Who did that shit?
I don't know.
That's
I was
crazy.
using 13 stack showstopper.
It's time for your checkup.
Oh shit! I know this is the blonde bitch over here.
And I got the very end of the swing, which is crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that that thing. Oh, by the way, this is a what's it called? If for people that are wondering, this was a link I found in this server. This person, I clicked on this because I'm like, ain't no way. I clicked on this, I was like, ain't no way this girl has an OnlyFans. I clicked on it and it was a, I think it's a, I don't want to put it now because it's fucking loud as shit. It's one of those links where it's, you know, like one of those Rickroll links, but like it's just ear rape. So I had to keep it. I had to keep it. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, hold on. I'll click on it. Fuck it. Hold on. It's gonna be loud as hell, so I'm lowering my personal volume. I don't know about y'all. Y'all gotta lower the volume for this. Can I get into it? It worked on my phone. Except... There we go. That was a Jeff the Killer shit. I saw that and I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, yo, I needed that. I need it. Just to send to other people. I would have been disappointed if it was actually OnlyFans. Why do you jump? It's a fucking jump scare. No one. Hi.
I went the other way.
Come here.
I'm lagging. Ugh.
Mink.
Disgusting.
Oh, hello.
Why is his avatar so small? You can't even hit him.
Yo, who is that, bro?
Ain't me, I know that. Would actually love to have that sound.
Come here! You did.
Wait, that hit me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta bounce real quick. Hold on.
Why does dude got a tiny hitbox? Yo, this dude has a tiny hitbox, bro. I hate people that play like this. That's actually annoying. I hate when people play like that. When they like just have some bug avatar. Alright, y'all. It is time. It is time to watch the debate. I'm ready. Oh yeah. Okay.
Later, this will be a 7th debate, and also they want to go over reproductive rights, that a vote for Trump is a vote that will limit abortion access. And then on the Trump side, of course, they're hammering the issue that Vice President Harris is untested. She's only done one big major interview. She's doing no town halls. And also they want to hammer home that they want to put the spotlight, and they hope the candidate does, on the issues of immigration, the economy, and the 2 wars overseas.
200,000 people are watching. Yo, for this stream alone is crazy.
Coming out of this debate. Back to you.
All right, Tom, thanks very much. Our Washington correspondent Yamiche Alcindor has been covering the Harris campaign and joins us now. Yamiche, your thoughts tonight as we're just minutes away.
One of the biggest challenges for Vice President Harris, as I've been talking to a lot of sources that are familiar with her debate preparations, are how she's going to differentiate herself from President Biden. Former President Trump is going to try to make her own every single mistake that he believes President Biden made. And there's been a lot of tension among the Harris team about whether or not she should throw President Biden, under the bus figuratively and say, I disagreed with some of the policies, maybe even the withdrawal from Afghanistan, the way that it was carried out, or whether she's going to say, I serve at the pleasure of the president, and I agreed with everything that he did. But she has to, in some ways, really carve out what a Harris administration is going to look like and why it's not going to just be a 3rd term of the Biden administration, or the 2nd term of the Biden administration, rather. And the other thing that she's really going to have to do is not get pulled into personal attacks by former President Trump. They expect him to, at some point, maybe lose it. They're going to try to bait him a bit to try to lash out at her. But she really wants to remain calm, because her biggest thing that she wants to do is really introduce herself to undecided voters and voters who might not be familiar with her background, her middle-class background, that she's a child of immigrants. They really want her team really make sure that she defines herself. So that's also a big challenge that I'll be watching for, how she does that. Back to you.
All right, Yamiche, thank you so much. And let's turn now to NBC's.
Right, it just starts with a whole donation. I'm not donating. I am not donating.
About the preparations tonight.
The map pop-ups, yo.
You've heard the former president say time and again that he does not do traditional debate prep, that campaigning is his prep. But we are told by sources that over the last few days, he has been hunkered down at Mar-a-Lago. He's been doing extensive policy sessions. And watch for him to do 2 things tonight, 2 things that his campaign wants him to do. Number 1, tie Vice
You voting this year? Oh, yeah, I am.
President Biden, make her own what's going on with the economy, what's going on with immigration. And number 2, remind voters some of the positions she took back in
Trump's Project 2025 agenda.
that were left
Hilarious.
of center. Try to paint her as simply too liberal for those moderate swing
Yo.
voters in places like the suburbs of Philadelphia.
Hold on.
Of course, that is the
Wait. So, is this her, like, does she finally have, I think she finally now has her policies. But, on presenting lower costs for families, cut taxes. I ain't reading all this, I'm gonna be honest. I've heard about this. Grow small business and events and entrepreneurs. Take on bad actors and bring down costs. Which can bring down the cost of healthcare, protect and strengthen Social Security and Medicare. Support American innovation and work. Pathway to quality and affordable education. What? Parents can afford high quality healthcare and preschool for their children, for strengthening public education and training as a pathway to middle class. There's affordable childcare. And then for everything, there's just a bash on Trump. There's just a bash on Trump fucking section. Safeguard our fundamental freedoms. Restore and protect reproductive. Okay. I was listening to make decisions about their own bodies and other government tell them what to do. With regards to where we relax and freedoms, he brags about it. He even called for punishment for women to have an abort. Didn't he say he wants to give it back to the states? Like, can y'all fact check this? I think he said, even during the debate with Biden, he said he wanted to bring it back to the states, if I'm not mistaken. Trump abortion. Trump did abortion bans? He wasn't even president for the last 4 years. What the fuck? Whatever. So rights and freedoms. blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Okay, so just gay stuff. Just safety and justice for all. Make our communities safer from gun violence and crimes. He banned. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Blah 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 blah. Secure our borders and okay. Oh wait, hold on.
Plan taking place at the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia.
And like June's debate, there will be no audience tonight. The candidates' microphones will be muted while the other one
After
is
Donald Trump
talking.
killed the
Each
border
candidate
deal with his
will get
political
2 minutes for answers. There will be closing
new border and now border goes.
opening statements.
This is
I expect them to probably mix it up rather.
And now border crossings are at the lowest in 4 years. Nah, bro. What?
As they stake out their positions, and we get a sense of where all.
That's actually crazy.
The mics are muted when the other is talking. So let's take you to Philadelphia now, and the first presidential debate of 2024.
Oh fuck yeah! Here we go.
I'm David Muir.
Here we
Thank you
go.
for joining us for tonight's ABC News presidential debate.
Oh, here we go.
Viewers watching on ABC and around the world.
Oh yeah.
President Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump are just moments away from taking the stage in this unprecedented race for president.
And I'm Lindsay Davis. Tonight's meeting could be the most consequential event of their campaigns, with Election Day now less than 2 months away.
I'm ready. Let's go. I'm so ready.
First debate since President Biden withdrew from the race on
All
July
right,
21st.
we're not gonna have any camera.
That decision followed his debate against President Donald Trump in June. Since then, this race has taken on an entirely new dynamic.
And that brings us to the rules of tonight's debate. 90 minutes with 2 commercial breaks. No topics or questions have been shared with the campaigns. The candidates will have 2 minutes to answer questions, and this is the clock. That's what they'll be seeing. 2 minutes for rebuttals and 1 minute for follow-ups.
All right, we're going full screen. We're going full screen. We're going full screen.
Their microphones will only be turned on when it's their turn to speak. No pre-written notes allowed. There is no audience here tonight in this hall at the National Constitution Center. This is an intimate setting for 2 candidates who have never met.
President Trump won the coin
Oh, I'm
toss.
so
He chose to
ready. I'm
deliver
so
the
ready.
final closing statement
Oh my
of the
God.
evening. Vice President Harris selected the podium to the right.
So let's now welcome the candidates to the stage. Vice President Kamala Harris.
Ah,
and
here we
President
go.
Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, here we go. Woo!
Kamala Harris. Let's have a good debate.
See you. Have fun.
Thank you.
Oh,
Welcome to you
okay,
both.
okay,
It's wonderful to have you. It's an honor to have you both here.
She went for the handshake. All right, I see
Looking
it.
forward to a spirited and thoughtful debate.
So let's get started.
Oh.
I want to begin tonight with the issue that voters
Oh,
repeatedly
God, let's
say
go.
is their #1 issue, and that is the economy and the cost of living in this country. Vice President Harris, you and President Trump were elected 4 years ago, and your opponent on the stage here tonight often asks his supporters, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid. And I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America. I believe in the ambition, the aspirations, the dreams of the American people. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy. Because here's the thing. We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing, and the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families need support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest child tax credit that we have given in a long time, so that those young families can afford to buy a crib, buy a car seat, buy clothes for their children.
Why is she look like she's not trying to laugh? I'm sorry.
One of them is small businesses. I was actually, my mother raised my sister and me, but there was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small businesses. My plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction to start up small businesses, knowing they are part of the backbone of America's economy. My opponent, on the other hand, his plan is to do what he has done before, which is to provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations, which will result in $5 trillion.
Yo, he looks locked in, dog. He is locked in. Yo, he's not making a face at nothing.
Which would be a 20% tax on everyday goods that you rely on to get through the month. Economists have said that Trump sales tax would actually result for middle-class families in about $4,000 more a year because of his policies and his ideas about what should be the backs of middle-class people paying for tax cuts for billionaires.
President Trump, I'll give you 2 minutes.
All right.
First of all, I have no sales tax. That's an incorrect statement. She knows that. We're doing tariffs on other countries. Other countries are going to finally, after 75 years, pay us back for all that we've done for the world. And the tariff will be substantial in some cases. I took in billions and billions of dollars, as you know, from China. In fact, they never took the tariff off because there was so much money they can't. It would totally destroy everything that they've set out to do. They're taking in billions of dollars from China and other places. They've left the tariffs on. When I had it, I had tariffs, and yet I had no inflation. Look, we've had a terrible economy because inflation has, which is really known as a country buster. It breaks up countries. We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before, probably the worst in our nation's history. We were at 21%, but that's being generous because many things are 50, 60, 70, and 80% higher than they were just a few years ago.
Look at it. Look at
This has been a disaster for people, for the middle class, but for every class. On top of that, we have millions of people pouring into our country from prisons and jails.
She wants to say
from
something
mental
so
institutions
badly.
and insane asylums, and they're coming in and they're taking jobs that are occupied right now by African Americans and Hispanics, and also unions. Unions are going to be affected very soon. And you see what's happening. You see what's happening with towns throughout the United States. You look at Springfield, Ohio. You look at Aurora in Colorado. They are taking over the towns. They're taking over buildings. They're going in violently. These are the people that she and Biden led into our country, and they're destroying our country. They're dangerous. They're at the highest level of criminality, and we have to get them out. We have to get them out fast. I created one of the greatest economies in the history of our country.
She wants to fight. She
We
wants
are going to
to
get to
fight.
immigration and border security during this debate, but I would like to let Vice President Harris respond on the economy here.
Well, I would love to. Let's talk about what Donald Trump left us. Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald Trump left us the worst public health epidemic in a century. Donald Trump left us the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. And what we have done is clean up Donald Trump's mess. What we have done and what I intend to do is build on what we know are the aspirations and the hopes of the American people.
Yeah,
But I'm
Korea's
gonna
gonna eat
tell
this
you
up
on
on
this
God.
debate tonight, you're going to hear from the same old tired playbook, a bunch of lies, grievances, and name-calling. What you're going to hear tonight is a detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing if he were elected again. I believe very strongly that the American people want a president who understands the importance of bringing us together, knowing we have so much more in common than what separates us, and I pledge to you to be a president for all Americans.
President Trump will give you a minute here to respond.
Number one, I have nothing to do, as you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read
cut
it.
it
Purposely,
down.
I'm not going to read it. This was a group of people that got together. They came up with some ideas. I guess some good, some bad. But it makes no difference. I have nothing to do. Everybody knows I'm an open book. Everybody knows what I'm going to do. Cut taxes very substantially and create a great economy like I did before. We had the greatest economy. We got hit with a pandemic. And the pandemic was...
he brought up the pandemic.
1917, where 100 million people died. Has there been anything like it? We did a phenomenal job with the pandemic. We handed them over a country where the economy and where the stock market was higher than it was before the pandemic came in. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. We made ventilators for the entire world. We got gowns, we got masks, we did things that nobody thought possible. And people give me credit for rebuilding the military. They give me credit for a lot of things, but not enough credit for the great job we did with the pandemic. But the only jobs they got were bounce back jobs. These were jobs bounced back, and it bounced back and it went to their benefit. But I was the one that created them. They know it, and so does everybody else.
Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond.
Golly, this going good.
Donald Trump has no plan for you. And when you look at his economic plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity.
She's trying to discredit him.
The best
Oh, nah.
economists in our country, if not the world, have reviewed our relative.
Yo, they both
plans
locked
for the
in right
future
now.
of
Oh,
America.
my.
What
Oh, no, she want to throw hands.
Is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse, mine would strengthen the economy. What the Wharton School has said is Donald Trump's plan would
What the heck is the
actually
Wharton School?
explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession. You just have to look at where we are and where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you to know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
That's just a soundbite. They gave her that to say. Look, I went to the Wharton School.
Yo.
Professors, the top professors, think my plan is a brilliant plan. It's a great plan. It's a plan that's going to bring up our worth, our value as a country. It's going to make people want to be able to go.
Yo,
and
she
work
just
and,
she on her, bro.
create a lot of good, solid
on him right now,
money
bro.
for our country. And just to finish off, she doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences. Like run, spot, run. 4 sentences that are just, oh, we'll try and lower taxes. She doesn't have a plan. Take a look at her plan. She doesn't have a plan.
Mr. President, I do want to drill down on something you both brought up. The Vice President brought up your tariffs. You responded.
I love this man, by the way.
This because your plan is what she calls is essentially a national sales tax. Your proposal calls for tariffs, as you pointed out here, on foreign imports across the board. You recently said that you might double your plan, imposing tariffs up to 20% on goods coming into this country. As you know, many economists say that with tariffs at that level, costs are then passed on to the consumer. Vice President Harris has argued it'll mean higher prices on gas, food, clothing, medication, arguing it costs the typical family nearly $4,000 a year. Do you believe Americans can afford higher prices because of tariffs?
They're not going to have higher prices. What's going to have and who's going to have higher prices is China and all of the countries that have been ripping us off for years. I was the only president ever. China was paying us hundreds of billions of dollars, and so were other countries. And, you know, if she doesn't like them, they should have gone out and they should have immediately cut the tariffs. But those tariffs are there 3.5 years now under their administration. We are going to take in billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. I had no inflation, virtually no inflation.
Yo, she literally.
They had the highest inflation perhaps in the history of our
At least she don't let
country
it
because I've
dead
never
like
seen a worse
fucking
period of
Biden.
time. People can't go out and buy cereal or bacon or eggs or anything else. The people of our country are absolutely dying with what they've done. They've destroyed the economy. And all you have to do is look at a poll. The polls say 80 and 85 and even 90% that the Trump economy was great, that their economy was terrible.
Vice President Harris, I do want to ask for your response. And you heard what the president said there, because the Biden administration did keep a number of the Trump tariffs in place. So how do you respond?
Well, let's be clear that the Trump administration resulted in a trade deficit, one of the highest we've ever seen in the history of America. He invited trade wars. You want to talk about his deal with China? What he ended up doing is, under Donald Trump's presidency, he ended up selling American chips to China to help them improve and modernize their military, basically sold us out, when a policy about China should be in making sure the United States of America wins the competition for the 21st century, which means focusing on the details of what that requires, focusing on relationships with our allies, focusing on investing in American-based technology so that we win the race on AI, on quantum computing.
Bro, y'all, we got Elon Musk. Come on.
To support America's
I'm sorry.
workforce so that we don't end up having on the short end of the stick in terms of workers' rights. But what Donald Trump did, let's talk about this, with COVID, is he actually thanked President Xi for what he did during COVID. Look at his tweet. Thank you, President Xi, exclamation point, when we know that Xi was responsible for lacking and not giving us transparency about the origins of COVID.
President Trump, I'll let you respond.
First of all, they bought their chips from Taiwan. We hardly make chips anymore because of philosophies like they have and policies like they have. I don't say her.
Yo, look,
she has
look at him saying that's not true. That's not true.
He believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going.
Yo,
to
someone
my
look up that
philosophy
tweet.
now.
Someone look
I
up that
was gonna
tweet.
send her a MAGA
Someone go
hat.
look up that tweet.
She's gone to my philosophy, but if she ever got elected,
Oh, look at her laughing. Look at her laughing. Oh my God.
it will be the end of our country. She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a
my
Marxist
God.
professor in economics, and he taught her well.
Look at her. Oh my
Look at
God,
what
she's
she's
so
done to our country. And when you look at these
know.
millions and millions of people that are pouring into our country monthly, where it's, I believe, 21 million people, not the 15 that people say, and I think it's a lot higher than the 21. That's bigger than
Yo,
New
he's
York
barely
State
looking at her, bro.
pouring in.
Barely
And
looking at her.
what
She's
they're doing to
trying
our
to
country.
stare at this
They're
man's soul.
criminals. Many of these people coming in are criminals, and that's bad for our economy too. You know, you mentioned before, we'll talk about immigration later. Well, bad immigration is the worst thing that can happen to our economy. They have, and she has, destroyed our country with policy that's insane. Almost policy that you'd say they have to hate our country.
President Trump. Thanks. Lindsay.
I want to turn to the issue of abortion. President Trump.
Oh, abortion. Here we go. Here we go.
Roe v. Wade. Last year, you
Here we
said
go.
that you were proud to be the most pro-life president in American history. Then last month, you said that your administration would be great for women and their reproductive rights. In your home state of Florida, you surprised many with regard to your 6-week abortion ban because you initially had said that it was too short. And you said, quote, I'm going to be voting that we need more than 6 weeks. But then the very next day, you reversed course and said you would vote to support the 6-week ban. Vice President Harris says that women shouldn't trust you on the issue of abortion because you've changed your position so many times. Therefore, why should they trust you?
Well, the reason I'm doing that vote is because the plan is, as you know, the vote is, they have abortion in the 9th month. They even have, and you can look at the governor of West Virginia, the previous governor of West Virginia, not the current governor.
No. Give us the slit. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
He
Thank you.
said the baby will be born, and we will decide what to do with the baby. In other words, we'll execute the baby, and that's why I did that.
Oh, no.
Because that predominates. Because they're radical. The Democrats are radical in that, and her vice presidential pick, which I think was a horrible pick, by the way, for our country, because he is really out of it. But her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine.
That is not
He also
true.
says execution after birth. It's execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born, is okay. And that's not okay with me, hence the vote. But what I did is something for 52 years. They've been trying to get Roe v. Wade into the states. And through the genius and heart and strength of 6 Supreme Court justices, we were able to do that. Now, I believe in the exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother.
Ooh, okay.
Also, 85% of Republicans do. Exceptions, very important. But we were able
So
to
he's
get
saying
it,
the section.
and
Okay.
Now states are voting on it, and for the first time, you're going to see. Look, this is an issue that's torn our country apart for 52 years. Every legal scholar, every Democrat, every Republican, liberal, conservative, they all wanted this issue to be brought back to the states where the people could vote. And that's what happened. And now, Ohio, the vote was somewhat liberal. Kansas, the vote was somewhat liberal, much more liberal than people would have thought. But each individual state is voting. It's the vote of the people now. It's not tied up in the federal government. I did a great service in doing it. It took courage to do it. And the Supreme Court had great courage in doing it. And I give tremendous credit to those 6 justices.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born. Madam Vice President, I want to get your response to President Trump.
Well, as I said, you're going to hear a bunch of lies, and that's not actually a surprising fact. Let's understand how we got here. Donald Trump hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade. And they did exactly as he intended. And now in over 20 states, there are Trump abortion bans, which make it criminal for a doctor or nurse to provide health care. In one state, it provides prison for life. Trump abortion bans that make no exception even for rape and incest, which understand what that means. A survivor of a crime of violation to their body does not have the right to make a decision about what happens to their body next. That is immoral. And one does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government, and Donald Trump certainly, should not be telling a woman what to do with her body. I have talked with women around our country. You want to talk about this is what people wanted? Pregnant women who want to carry a pregnancy to term, suffering from a miscarriage, being denied care in an emergency room because the healthcare providers are afraid they might go to jail, and she's bleeding out in a car in the parking lot.
Ooh, she's trying to guilt trip, bro.
Her husband didn't want that.
He's trying to guilt trip him.
A 12 or 13-year-old survivor of incest being forced to carry a pregnancy to term. They don't want that. And I pledge to you.
Did he say it was?
Congress passes a bill to put back in place the protections of Roe v. Wade, as President of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law. But understand, if Donald Trump were to be reelected, he will sign a national abortion ban. Understand, in his Project 2025, there will
Oh my gosh, she brought it up again, yo.
monitoring your pregnancies, your miscarriages. I think the American
Yeah, she's basically saying, y'all, he lying. He gonna do it. He actually gonna do it.
in particular, the freedom to make decisions about one's own body should not be made by the government.
Thank you, Vice President.
They basically said the same thing, but she's just saying he's lying.
I'm not signing a ban, and there's no reason to sign a ban because we've gotten what everybody wanted. Democrats, Republicans, and everybody else, and every legal scholar wanted it to be brought back into the states, and the states are voting.
She writing notes again, yo.
But for 52 years, this issue has torn our country apart, and they've wanted it back in the states.
This man has
And
been
I
doing
did
karate
something
chops
that
for the
nobody
last
thought
like
was
20
possible.
minutes.
The states
Sorry.
are now voting. What she says is an absolute lie. And as far as the abortion ban, no, I'm not in favor of abortion ban, but it doesn't matter because this issue has now been taken over by the states.
Would you veto a national abortion ban if it came
Well, I
to your
won't
desk?
have to because, again, two things. Number one, she said she'll go back to Congress. She'll never get the vote. It's impossible for her to get the vote, especially now with the 50-50, essentially 50-50 in both Senate and the House. She's not going to get the vote. She can't get the vote. She won't even come close to it. So it's just talk. You know what it reminds me of? When they said they're going to get student loans terminated, and it ended up being a total catastrophe. The student loans, and then her, I think probably her boss.
She blinked twice. She's lying. All right, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
But look, her boss went out and said, we'll do it again. We'll do it a different way. And he went out, got rejected again by the Supreme Court. So all these students got taunted with this whole thing about this whole idea. And how unfair that would have been, part of the reason they lost, to the millions and millions of people that had to pay off their student loans. They didn't get it for free. But they were saying it's the same way that they talked about that they talk about abortion.
But if I could just get a yes or no, because your running mate, J.D. Vance, has said that you would veto it if it did come to your desk.
Well, I didn't discuss it with J.D. In all fairness, J.D. And I don't mind if he has a certain view, but I think he was speaking for me, but I really didn't. Look, we don't have to discuss it because she'd never be able to get it, just like she couldn't get student loans. They couldn't get student loans. They didn't even come close to getting student loans. They taunted young people and a lot of other people that had loans. They can never get this approved. So it doesn't matter what she says about.
Oh man, can you just say you will veto a ban?
But the fact is that for years they wanted to get it out of Congress and out of the federal government, and we did something that everybody said couldn't be done. And now you have a vote of the people on abortion.
Vice President Harris, want to give you your time to respond, but I do want to ask, would you?
I mean, she might cook if she said like he didn't really answer because he.
I absolutely support reinstating the protections of Roe v. Wade, and as you rightly mentioned, nowhere in America is a woman carrying a pregnancy to term and asking for an abortion. That is not happening. It's insulting to the women of America. And understand what has been happening under Donald Trump's abortion bans. Couples who pray and dream of having a family are being denied IVF treatments. What is happening in our country? Working people, working women.
I'm sorry to pause it, but like, I'm sorry to pause it, but correct me if I'm wrong. Couldn't her and Biden change that if there was actually like bans and some shit? Because I'm listening, and like she's blaming it on Trump abortion bans, but like y'all motherfuckers in office. Am I wrong for like thinking that? Anybody? Because I don't know. That's what I'm getting at. I don't know.
Who are working 1 or 2 jobs, who can barely afford childcare as it is, have to travel to another state to get on a plane sitting next to strangers to go and get the health care she needs, barely can afford to do it, and what you are putting her through is unconscionable.
She can sign for a veto.
And the people of America
Oh.
have not, the majority of Americans believe in a woman's right to make decisions about her own body, and that is why in every state where this issue has been on the ballot, in red and blue states both, the people of America have voted for freedom.
Vice President Harris,
Excuse me, I have to respond. Another lie. It's another lie. I have
she's
been
like,
a leader in
huh?
IVF, which is fertilization. The IVF, I have been a leader. In fact, when they got a very negative decision on IVF from the Alabama courts, I saw the people of Alabama and the legislature 2 days later voted it in. I've been a leader on it. They know that, and everybody else knows it. I have been a leader on fertilization, IVF. And the other thing, you should ask, will she allow abortion in the 8th
Because
month,
BP aren't supposed to
9th
do
month,
anything,
7th
LMAO.
month?
I mean,
Okay, would you do that?
yeah, she's vice president, but like, can't she talk to Biden? I don't know. Well, Biden's dead, so I guess.
Under Roe v. Wade, you could do abortions in the
Oh,
7th
she said
month,
answer the
the
question.
8th month, the 9th month, and probably after birth. Just look
Oh,
at
here
the
we getting,
governor,
here we
former
getting.
governor of Virginia. The governor of Virginia said, we put the baby aside, and then we determine what we want to do with the baby.
President Trump, thank you.
We're going to turn now to immigration and border security. We know it's an issue that's important to Republicans, Democrats, voters across the board in this country. Vice President Harris, you were tasked by President Biden with getting to the root causes of migration from Central America. We know that illegal border crossings reached a record high in the Biden administration. This past June, President Biden imposed tough new asylum restrictions. We know the numbers since then have dropped significantly. But my question to you tonight is, why
that's
did
true?
the administration wait until
I
6
guess.
months before the election to act? And would you have done anything differently from President Biden on this?
So I'm the only person on this stage who has prosecuted transnational criminal organizations for the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings. And
I
let
mean,
me
'cause
say
you are a
that the
prosecutor.
United States Congress,
Sorry.
including some of the most conservative members of the United States Senate, came up with a border security bill which I supported. And that bill would have put 1,500 more border agents on the border to help those folks who are working there right now overtime trying to do their job. It would have allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl coming into the United States. I know there are so many families watching tonight who have been personally affected by the surge of fentanyl in our country. That bill would have put more resources to allow us to prosecute transnational criminal organizations for trafficking in guns, drugs, and human beings. But you know what happened to that bill? Donald Trump got on the phone, called up some folks in Congress and said, kill the bill. And you know why? Because he'd prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. And understand, this comes at a time where the people of our country actually need a leader who engages in solutions, who actually addresses the problems at hand. But what we have in the former president is someone who would prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. And I'll tell you something, he's going to talk about immigration a lot tonight, even when it's not the subject that is being raised. And I'm going to actually do something really unusual, and I'm going to invite you to attend one of Donald Trump's rallies, because it's a really interesting thing to watch. You will see during the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter. He will talk about windmills cause cancer. And what you will also notice
Windmills
is that
cause
people start
cancer?
leaving his rallies early
Yeah.
out of exhaustion and boredom. And I will tell you, the one thing you will not hear him talk about is you. You will not hear him talk about your needs, your dreams, and your desires. And I'll tell you, I believe you deserve a president who
She's talking to me.
actually
Hold
puts you
on.
first, and I pledge to you that I will.
Vice President Harris, thank you. President Trump, on that point, I want to get your response.
Well, I would like to respond.
Let me just ask, though, why
Oh.
did you try to kill that bill, and successfully so, that would have put thousands of additional agents and officers on the border?
First, let me respond as to the rallies. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And the people that do go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there. and then showing them in a different light.
Oh,
so
my
she can't
goodness.
talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. We have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics. That's because people want to take their country back. Our country is being lost. We're a failing nation, and it happened 3.5 years ago.
I'm confused.
And what's going on here, you're going to end up in World War III, just to go into another subject. What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed.
Oh,
by
man,
it.
answer the question.
In Springfield, they're
Holy
eating
yap.
the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. As
Eating the
far
dogs
as
and cats.
rallies are
Oh,
concerned, as far
nah,
as
bro.
the
I'm
reason
done.
they go is they like what I say. They want to bring our country back. They want to make America great again. It's a very simple phrase: make America great again. She's destroying this country, and if she becomes president, this country doesn't have
Please
a
answer the
chance
question.
of success. Not only success, we'll end up being Venezuela on steroids.
I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and
That's a question.
to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well,
All
I've
this,
seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is the
People on
Oh,
television
this is
say my
called out.
dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that.
Oh,
and
no,
maybe
this
that's a good
is
thing
this
to
ain't
say
going
for a
right. This is
city
going your wrong
manager.
way, bro.
taking this from
But the
television.
people are
I'm
on
taking it from
television
the city
saying
manager.
their dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice President Harris, I'll let you
This is
respond to
not
the rest of what
going
you
well
heard.
for bro.
Talk about extreme.
Oh, nah.
This is,
Bro's
I think,
getting
one of the
cooked right
reasons
now.
why in this election I actually have the endorsement of 200 Republicans who have formerly worked with President Bush, Mitt Romney, and John McCain, including the endorsement of former Vice President Dick Cheney and Congress member Liz Cheney. And if you want to really know the inside track on who the former president is, if he didn't make it clear already, just ask people who have worked with him. His former chief of staff, a 4-star general, has said he has contempt for the Constitution of the United States. His former national security advisor.
Oh, he
has
mad.
said
He
he's
mad.
dangerous
He
and
mad.
unfit. His former Secretary of Defense
I ain't
has
gonna lie,
said the
he getting
nation,
cooked
the
right now.
Republic, would never survive another Trump term. And when we listen to this kind of rhetoric, when the issues that affect the American people are not being addressed, I think the choice is clear in this election.
President Trump, I'll give you a quick minute to respond.
Thank you, because when I hear that, see, I'm a different kind of a person. I fired most of those people, not so graciously. They did bad things or a bad job. I fired them. They never fired one person. They didn't fire anybody having to do with Afghanistan and the Taliban and the 13 people who's were just killed, viciously and violently killed. And I got to know the parents and the family. They didn't fire. They should have fired all those generals, all those top people, because that was one of the most incompetently handled situations anybody has ever seen. So when somebody does a bad job, I fire him. And you take a guy like Esper. He was no good. I fired him. So he writes a book. Another one writes a book. Because with me, they can write books. With nobody else can they. But they have done such a poor job, and they never fire anybody. Look at the economy. Look at the inflation. They didn't fire any of their economists. They have the same people. That's a good way not to have books written about you. But just to finish, I got more votes than any Republican in history by far. In fact,
Is that a
I got
flex?
more votes than any president, sitting president.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, he getting cooked right now. I don't know what he yapping about. I'm sorry.
In history by far.
Let me continue on immigration. It was what you wanted to talk about earlier, so let's get back to your deportation proposal that the vice president has reacted to as well. President Trump, you call this the largest domestic deportation operation in the history of our country. You say you would use the National Guard. You say if things get out of control, you'd have no problem using the U.S.
With local
military.
police, yes.
You also said you would use local police. How would you deport 11 million undocumented immigrants? I know you believe the number is much higher. Take us through this. What does this look like? Will authorities be going door to door in this country?
Yeah. It is much higher. because of them. They allowed criminals, many, many millions of criminals. They allowed terrorists. They allowed common street criminals. They allowed people to come in, drug dealers, to come into our country, and they're now
She's
in
the one,
United
literally
States
the only one
and told by
taking notes.
their countries like Venezuela, don't ever come back or we're going to kill you. Do you know that crime in Venezuela and crime in countries all over the world is way down? You know why? Because they've taken their criminals off the street and they've given them to her to put into our country. And this will be one of the greatest mistakes in history for them to allow. And I think they probably did it because they think they're going to get votes, but it's not worth it because they're destroying the fabric of our country by what they've done. There's never been anything done like this at all. They've destroyed the fabric of our country. Millions of people let in. And
yeah,
all
not
over
looking
the
too
world,
good right now, bro.
Crime is down all over the world except here. Crime here is up and through the roof. Despite their fraudulent statements that they made, crime in this country is through the roof. And we have a new form
This
of
lyric
crime.
looks
It's called
completely
migrant
fine.
crime. And it's happening at levels that nobody thought possible.
President Trump, as you know, the FBI says overall violent crime is actually coming down in this coury. But Vice
Excuse me,
President
the
Harris,
FBI they were defrauding statements. They didn't.
Yo, he's getting fact checked mid statement, bro. He is getting cooked. Oh my god.
They didn't include the cities with the worst crime.
Yo, Kamala up right now. She don't even have to say anything. She don't have to say anything.
Created turned out to be a fraud.
President Trump, thank you. I'll let you respond, Vice President Harris.
Well, I think this is so rich, coming from someone who has been prosecuted
Oh my
national
god.
security crimes, economic crimes, election interference, has been found liable for sexual assault, and his next
Oh
big
my
court appearance
god.
is in
Bro
November
is
at his
getting
own criminal
cooked like
sentencing.
Drake.
And let's be clear where each person stands on the issue of what is important about respect for the rule of law and respect for law enforcement. The former vice president called for defunding federal law enforcement, 45,000 agents, get this, on the day after he was arraigned on 34 felony counts. So let's talk about what is important in this race. It is important that we move forward, that we turn the page on this same old tired rhetoric and address the needs of the American people, address what we need to do about the housing shortage, which I have a plan for, address what we must do to support our small businesses, address bringing down the price of groceries. But frankly, the American people are exhausted with this same old tired playbook.
Vice President Harris, thank you.
Excuse me. Every one of those cases was started by them against their political opponent. And I'm winning most of them, and I will win the rest on appeal. And you saw that with the decision that came down just recently from the Supreme Court. I'm winning most of them. But those are cases, it's called weaponization. Never happened in this country. They weaponized the Justice Department. Every one of those cases was involved with the DOJ, from Atlanta and Fani Willis to the Attorney General of New York and the DA in New York. Every one of those cases. And then they say, oh, he's a criminal. They're the ones that made them go after me. By the way, Joe Biden was found essentially guilty on the documents case. And what happened in my documents case? They said, oh, that's the toughest of them all. A complete and total victory. 2 months ago, it was thrown out. It's weaponization, and they used it, and it's never happened in this country. They used it to try and win an election. They're fake cases.
President Trump, thank you. A really quick response here, Vice President Harris, on this notion of weaponization of the Justice Department.
Well, let's talk about extreme and understand the context in which this election in 2024 is taking place. The United States Supreme Court recently ruled that the former president would essentially be immune from any misconduct if he were to enter the White House again. Understand, this is someone who has openly said he would terminate, I'm quoting, terminate the Constitution of the United States, that he would weaponize the Department of Justice against his political enemies. Someone who has openly expressed disdain for members of our military. Understand what it would mean if Donald Trump were back in the White House with no guardrails, because certainly we know now the court won't stop him. We know J.D. Vance is not going to stop him. It's up to the American people.
Vice President
stop
Harris.
him.
Thank you. Lindsay?
Vice President Harris, in your last run for president.
Please.
We got
This is the one that weaponized.
Oh my God.
I probably took a bullet to the head because of the things that they say about me. They talk about democracy. I'm a threat to democracy. They're the threat to democracy
President
with a fake Russia investigation
We do have a lot
that
to get.
went nowhere.
We have a lot to get to. Lindsay?
Vice President Harris, in your last run for president, you said you wanted to ban fracking. Now you don't. You wanted mandatory government buyback programs for assault weapons. Now your campaign says you don't. You supported decriminalizing border crossings. Now you're taking a harder line. I know you say that your values have not changed. So then why have so many of your policy positions changed?
So my values have not changed, and I'm going to discuss every one of the, at least every point that you've made. But in particular, let's talk about fracking because we're here in Pennsylvania. I made that very clear in 2020. I will not ban fracking. I have not banned fracking as Vice President of the United States, and in fact,
I have no idea what that is, by the way.
time-breaking vote on the Inflation Reduction Act, which opened new leases for fracking. My position is that we have got to invest in diverse sources of energy so we reduce our reliance on foreign oil. We have had the largest increase in domestic oil production in history because of an approach that recognizes that we cannot over-rely on foreign oil. As it relates to my values, let me tell you, I grew up a middle-class kid raised by a hardworking mother who worked and saved and was able to buy our first home when I was a teenager. The values I bring to the importance of home ownership, knowing not everybody got handed $400 million on a silver platter and then filed bankruptcy 6 times, is a value
Oh
that
my
I bring
God,
to my
the
work
shots.
to say we are going to work with the private sector and home builders to increase 3 million homes, increase by 3 million homes by the end of my first term. My work that is related to having a friend when I was in high school who was sexually assaulted by her stepfather. And my focus then on protecting women and children from violent crime is based on a value that is deeply grounded in the importance of standing up for those who are most vulnerable. My work that is about protecting Social Security and Medicare is based on long-standing work that I have done, protecting seniors from scams. My values have not changed. And what is important is that there is a president who actually brings values and a perspective that is about lifting people up and not beating people down and name-calling. The true measure of the leader is the leader who actually understands the strength is not in beating people down, it's in lifting people up. I intend to be that president.
President Trump, your response?
First of all, I wasn't given $400 million. I wish I was. My father was a Brooklyn builder, Brooklyn, Queens, and a great father, and I learned a lot from him. But I was given a fraction of that, a tiny fraction, and I built it into many, many billions of dollars, many, many billions. And when people see it, they are even surprised. So we don't have to talk about that. Fracking, she's been against it for 12 years. Defund the police, she's been against that forever. She gave all that stuff up very wrongly, very horribly, and everybody's laughing at it, okay? They're all laughing at it. She gave up at least 12 and probably 14 or 15 different policies. Like, she was big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she went out, wait a minute, I'm talking now. You don't mind, please.
There's the line. I'm talking now. Yo, she's muted. What do you mean? Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. There's no way she... Oh. I ain't gonna lie, we might have a new female president. Our first female president. It might happen. Holy fucking shit.
Does that sound familiar?
Wait, hold on. What did he say?
Yo!
I just got back.
He said, I'm talking. Does that sound from... Yo! Oh my God. That's crazy. Oh, I was expecting it from her. Nah, what the fuck? Oh my God.
She went out.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
went
I'm gonna
out
watch those.
in Minnesota and wanted to let criminals that killed people, that burned down Minneapolis, she went out and raised money to get them out of jail. She did things that nobody would ever think of. Now she wants to do transgender operations on illegal aliens that are in prison. This is a radical left liberal that would do this. She wants to confiscate your guns, and she...
I ain't gonna lie, Toothless Dragon, you're lying, bro. Trump is not cooking. Trump is not cooking, dog. I don't know what world you're in. This man is getting deep fried. Yeah. This man is yapping so much, yo. This dude is fucking cooked.
will never allow fracking in Pennsylvania. If she won the election, fracking in Pennsylvania will end on day one. Just to finish one thing so important, in my opinion. So I got the oil business going like nobody has ever
yeah,
done
he had
before.
it in the beginning, but he fumbled.
When they took over, they got rid of it, started getting rid of it, and the prices were going up the roof. They immediately let these guys go to where they were. I would have been 5 times, 4 times, 5 times higher, because you're talking about 3.5 years ago. They got it up to where I was because they had no choice, because the prices of energy were quadrupling and doubling. You saw what happened to gasoline. So they said, let's go back to Trump. But if she won the election, the day after that election, they'll go back to destroying our country, and oil will be dead, fossil fuel will be dead. We'll go back to windmills, and we'll go back to solar, where they need a whole desert to get some energy to come out of. You ever see a solar plant? By the way, I'm a big fan of solar, but they take 400, 500 acres of desert
President
soil.
Trump, we have a
These
lot
are
of
not good
issues
things
that we
for the
have to get
environment,
to.
as she
We're out of time.
understands.
Thank you.
Lindsay, thank you. We have an election in just 56 days. And I want to talk about the peaceful transfer of power, which, of course, we all know is a cornerstone of our democracy, and the role of a president in a moment of crisis. Mr. President, on January 6th, you told your supporters to march to the Capitol. You said you would be right there with them. The country and the world saw what played out at the Capitol that day, the officers coming under attack.
My goodness.
Aides in the West Wing say you watched it unfold on television off the Oval Office. You did send out tweets, but it was more than 2 hours before you sent out that video message telling your supporters to go home. Is there anything you regret about what you did on that day?
You just said a thing that isn't covered. Peacefully and patriotically, I said during my speech, not later on. Peacefully and patriotically. And nobody on the other side was killed. Ashley Babbitt was shot by an out-of-control police officer that should have never, ever shot her. It's a disgrace. But we didn't do this group of people that have been treated so badly. I ask, what about all the people that are pouring into our country and killing people that she allowed to pour in? She was the border czar, remember that. She was the border czar. She doesn't want to be called the border czar because she's embarrassed by the border. In fact, she said at the beginning, well, I'm surprised you're not talking about the border yet. That's because she knows what a bad job they've done. What about those people? When are they going to be prosecuted? When are these people from countries all over the world, not just South America? They're coming in from all over the world, David, all over the world. And crime rates are down all over the world because of it.
But let me just
when are those, David, when are those people going to be prosecuted? When are the people that burned down Minneapolis going to be prosecuted? Or in Seattle? They went into Seattle. They took over a big percentage of the city of Seattle. When are those people going to be
Bro is going to pop a vein.
You might ask her that question.
You were the president. You were watching it unfold on television. It's a very simple question as we move forward toward another election. Is there anything you regret about what you did on that day? Yes,
I had nothing to do with that other than they asked me to make a speech. I showed up for a speech. I said, I think it's going to be big. I went to Nancy Pelosi and the mayor of Washington, D.C., and the mayor put it back in writing, as you know. I said, you know, this is going to be a very big rally or whatever you want to call it. And again, it wasn't done by me. It was done by others. I said,
man from orange
I'd
to
like
tomato.
to give you 10,000 National Guard or soldiers. They rejected me. Nancy Pelosi
that's crazy.
rejected
Yo,
me.
all right.
Nancy Pelosi.
The Capitol.
We're skipping that.
But
We're
I do
skipping
want
the
Vice
yap.
President Harris to respond here.
We're skipping the yap.
I was at the Capitol on January 6th. I was the vice president-elect. I was also an acting senator. I was there. And on that day, the President of the United States incited a violent mob to attack our nation's capital, to desecrate our nation's capital. On that day, 140 law enforcement officers were injured, and some died. And understand, the former president has been indicted and impeached for exactly that reason. But this is not an isolated situation. Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side. Let's remember that when it came to the Proud Boys, a militia, the president said, the former president said, stand back and stand by. So for everyone watching who remembers what January 6th was,
that's me.
I say we don't have to go back. Let's not go back. We're not going back. It's time to turn the page. And if that was a bridge too far for you, well, there is a place in our campaign for you to stand for country, to stand for our democracy, to stand for rule of law, and to end.
Just look at his face. He thinking, damn, she really rocking my shit.
Bro, he always looking like that though.
And to end the approach that
She
is
really rocking
about
my shit right
attacking
now.
the foundations of our democracy because you don't like the outcome. And be clear on that point. Donald Trump, the candidate, has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking. Let's turn the page on this. Let's not go back. Let's chart a course for the future and not go backwards to the past.
Let me just follow up here.
It was a different term, and it was a term that related to energy because they have destroyed our energy business. That was where.
Holy yeah, bro.
In these times that we're living in.
Ugh.
Mr. President, for 3.5 years after you lost the 2020 election, you repeatedly falsely claimed that you won, many times saying you won in a landslide. In the past couple of weeks leading up to this debate, you have said, quote, you lost by a whisker, that you, quote, didn't quite make it, that you came up a little bit short.
I said that?
Are you now acknowledging that you
I said that? Like,
lost in
No, I
2020?
don't acknowledge that at all.
But
I
you
said
did
that
say that.
sarcastically.
But
You know
those-
that. It was said, oh, we lost by a whisker. That was said sarcastically. Look, there's so much proof. All you have to do is look at it. And they should have sent it back to the legislature.
Yeah.
The video, I didn't detect the sarcasm, lost by a whisker, we didn't quite make it. And we should just point out here as clarification, and you know this, you and your allies, 60 cases in front of many judges, many of them
No
Republican.
judge looked at it.
And said
They
there was
said
no
we didn't have
widespread fraud.
standing. That's the other thing. They said we didn't have standing, a technicality.
Unfortunately, I cannot fast forward anymore.
A person in an
we're just gonna
election
have to talk-
doesn't have standing. The
just
president
gonna
of
have
the
to watch
United
him talk.
States doesn't have standing. That's how we lost. If you look at the facts, and I'd love to have you do a special on it. I'll show you Georgia, and I'll show you Wisconsin, and I'll show you Pennsylvania, and I'll show you. We have so many facts and statistics, but you know what? That doesn't matter because we have to solve the problem that we have right now. That's old news. And the problem that we have right now is we have a nation in decline, and they have put it into decline. We have a nation that is dying, David.
Mr. President, thank you. Vice President Harris,
Mr.
you
President,
heard the
thank
president there tonight. He said he didn't say that he lost by a whisker. So he still believes he did not lose the election that was won by President Biden and yourself. But I do want to ask you about something that's come up in the last couple of days. This was a post from President Trump about this upcoming election just weeks away. He said, when I win,
My man,
those
David.
people who cheated, and then he lists donors, voters, election officials, he says will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, which will include long-term prison sentences. One of your campaign's top lawyers responded saying, we won't let Donald Trump intimidate us. We won't let him suppress the vote. Is that what you believe he's trying to do here?
Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people. So let's be clear about that. And clearly he's having a very difficult time processing that. But we cannot afford to have a president of the United States who attempts, as he did in the past, to upend the will of the voters in a free and fair election. And I'm going to tell you that I have traveled the world as Vice President of the United States, and world leaders are laughing at Donald Trump. I have talked with military leaders, some of whom worked with you, and they say you're a disgrace. And when you then talk in this way in a presidential debate and deny what over and over again are court cases you have lost because you did in fact lose that election, it leads one to believe that perhaps we do not have in the candidate to my right the temperament or the ability to not be confused about fact. That's deeply troubling, and the American people deserve better.
I'll give you 1 minute to respond, Mr. President.
Let me just say about world leaders. Viktor Orban, one of the most respected men.
She's
they call
talking
him a
sweet to the
strong man.
people.
He's a tough person.
She is, though.
Smart. Prime Minister of Hungary.
She's talking to me.
They said, why is the whole world blowing up? 3 years ago, it wasn't.
No,
why
bro.
is it blowing up? He said, because you need Trump back as president. They were afraid of him. China was afraid, and I don't like to use the word afraid, but I'm just quoting him. China was afraid of him. North Korea was afraid of him. Look at what's going on with North Korea, by the way. He said Russia was afraid of him. I ended the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, and Biden put it back on day one, but he ended the XL pipeline. The XL pipeline in our country, he ended that. But he let the Russians build a pipeline going all over Europe and heading into Germany, the biggest pipeline in the world. Look, Viktor Orban.
Yo, he's red as fuck.
He said the most respected, most feared person is Donald Trump. We had no problems when Trump was president. But when this weak, pathetic man that you saw at a debate just a few months ago, that if he weren't in that debate, he'd be running instead of her. She got no votes. He got 14 million votes. What you did, you talk about a threat to democracy. He got 14 million votes, and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her. But he got 14.
What is happening? I think he's reaching, dog. He reaching. Biden hates Kamala. What the fuck? Biden doesn't even know he's alive, bro. What?
They threw
He said,
him out.
Mr.
She
President,
got
about like
0
3 times.
votes.
That's crazy.
And when she ran, she was the first one to leave because she failed. And now she's running. I don't understand it, but
Mr.
I'm
President,
okay with it
Mr.
because
President, your time is
I think
up.
we're
Thank
going to
you.
do very well.
Mr. President, your time is up.
Turning now
Yes.
to the Israel-Hamas war and the hostages who are still being held, Americans among them. Vice President Harris, in December, you said, quote, Israel has a right to defend itself, but you added, quote, it matters how, saying international humanitarian law must be respected. Israel must do more to protect innocent civilians.
Pause one more time and watch.
You
You
said
don't.
that 9
Yo,
months
Whisk, shut up. All right, this is a reaction. All right, if you don't want to see my reaction, then fucking watch the official shit. The fuck?
ago, now an estimated 40,000
Got pause one more time just to piss him off.
Palestinians are dead. Nearly 100 hostages remain. Just last week, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said there's not a deal in the making. President Biden has not been able to break through the stalemate. How would you do it?
Well, let's understand how we got here. On October 7, Hamas, a terrorist organization, slaughtered 1,200 Israelis, many of them young people who were simply attending a concert. Women were horribly raped. And so absolutely, I said then, I say now, Israel has a right to defend itself. We would. And how it does so matters, because it is also true, far too many innocent Palestinians have been killed. Children, mothers. What we know is that this war must end. It must end immediately, and the way it will end is we need a ceasefire deal and we need the hostages out. And so we will continue to work around the clock on that. Work around the clock, also understanding that we must chart a course for a two-state solution. And in
Who's winning?
that solution,
Kamala.
there must be security for the
She's up like a
Israeli people
5-1
and
lead
Israel,
right
and
now.
an equal
Like,
measure
my
for the
God.
Palestinians. But the one thing I will assure you always, I will always give Israel the ability to defend itself, in particular as it relates to Iran and any threat that Iran and its proxies pose to Israel. But we must have a two-state solution where we can rebuild Gaza, where the Palestinians have security, self-determination, and the dignity they so rightly deserve.
President Trump, how would you negotiate with Netanyahu and also Hamas in order to get the hostages out and prevent the killing of more innocent civilians in Gaza?
If I were president, it would have never started. If I were president, Russia would have never, ever, I know Putin very well, he would have never, and there was no threat of it either, by the way, for 4 years, have gone into Ukraine and killed millions of people when you add it up, far worse than people understand what's going on over there. But when she mentions about Israel, all of a sudden, she hates Israel. She wouldn't even meet with Netanyahu when he went to Congress to make a very important speech. She refused to be there because she was at a sorority party of hers. She wanted to go to the sorority party. She hates Israel. If she's president, I believe that Israel will not exist within 2 years from now. And I've been pretty good at predictions, and I hope I'm wrong about that one. She hates Israel. At the same time, in her own way, she hates the Arab population because...
Yo, this is literally Drake versus Kendrick right now, bro. This is Drake versus Kendrick.
Jewish people, Israel will be gone. It would have never happened. Iran was broke under Donald Trump. Now Iran has $300 billion because they took off all the sanctions that I had. Iran had no money for Hamas or Hezbollah or any of the 28 different spheres of terror, and they are spheres of terror, horrible terror. They had no money. It was a big story, and you know it. You covered it very well, actually. They had no money for terror. They were broke. Now they're a rich nation, and now what they're doing is they're spreading that money around. Look at what's happening with the Houthis and Yemen. Look at what's going on in the Middle East. This would have never happened. I will get that settled and fast, and I'll get the war with Ukraine and Russia ended. If I'm president-elect, I'll get it done before even becoming president.
Vice President Harris, he
Conquer your future.
says you hate Israel.
That's absolutely not true. I have my entire career and life supported Israel and the Israeli people. He knows that. He's trying to, again, divide and distract from the reality, which is it is very well known that Donald Trump is weak and wrong on national security and foreign policy. It is well known that he admires dictators, wants to be a dictator on day one, according to himself. It is well known that he said of Putin that he can do whatever the hell he wants and go into Ukraine. It is well known that he said when Russia went into Ukraine, it was brilliant. It is well known he exchanged love letters with Kim Jong-un. And it is absolutely well known that these dictators and autocrats are rooting for you to be president again because they're so clear. They can manipulate you with flattery and favors. And that is why so many military leaders who you have worked with have told me you are a disgrace. That is why we understand that we have to have a president who is not consistently weak and wrong on national security, including the importance of upholding and respecting in highest regard our military.
Vice President Harris, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
They're the ones, and she's the one that caused it, that's weak on national security by allowing every nation last month for the year, 168 different countries sending people into our country. Their crime rates are way down. Putin endorsed her last week, said, I hope she wins. And I think he meant it, because what he's gotten away with is absolutely incredible. It wouldn't have happened with me. The leaders of other countries think that they're weak and incompetent, and they are. They're grossly incompetent. And I just ask one question. Why does Biden go in and kill the Keystone Pipeline and approve the single biggest deal that Russia's ever made, Nord Stream 2, the biggest pipeline anywhere in the world going to Germany and all over Europe? because they're weak and they're ineffective. And Biden, by the way,
President
gets paid
Trump,
a lot of money.
Thank you. We have a lot of issues to get to.
We'll be right back with much more of this historic ABC News.
Oh my God. Yo, this man is getting cooked. Holy shit. Yo. I would probably get on Twitter if I had Twitter, but I didn't delete that shit. I want to know what other people are saying. Like, holy shit. This man is getting absolutely fried right now, yo. Bro, in the beginning he was up. Like, he was up in the beginning. Now he's just deteriorating, dog. Like, holy shit. Like, homie said he knows Putin like a homie and is backfiring. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, we're most likely on. Kamala's probably gonna win. Honestly. Oh my goodness. Yo, Zinni, you wanna come up here? Sure, no problem. No problem, Stone. No problem. Where's Zinni at? Yo, someone get Zinni in here. Oh my goodness. And it's like, you know, all right.
Eat faster, boy.
Yo, if Trump even has a sliver of a hope to bring this back, this man gotta, like, I don't know, he gotta pull a miracle, dog. He's Jesus, deep fried, bro. Yo, she about to win the she about to win the election and pull this fucking shit up, right? You about to pull this shit up, right?
There you go. Give me one more. Ah! Come on. Two more. Just like that. You ready? Exactly. What the deal, everybody? My name Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? I hope so. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it. Boom! I won't want you to miss it. Meet me in New Orleans, February 9th, 2025. Wear your best dress, too, even if you're watching from home. Let's go. Yay! That's what I'm talking about, man. Now we can get to it for real. Come on, you gotta make sure you catch him with the hands open like that. We running real routes, you gonna be messing up.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Trump said they're eating dogs. Trump said they're eating dogs. Oh my goodness.
Tonight's debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump.
When it ends in just a few minutes, join us for an analysis of tonight's key moments. Our team will break down how it could shake up the final sprint to Election Day. For now, though, let's go back to the debate live in Philadelphia.
Live from the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Not round two, but you know.
Again, David Muir and Lindsay Davis.
Welcome back
No
to
round
this
twos,
historic
but
ABC News presidential debate tonight. We're going to continue here, and I want to turn to the war in Ukraine. We're now 2.5 years into this conflict. Mr. President, it has been the position of the Biden administration that we must defend Ukraine from Russia, from Vladimir Putin, to defend their sovereignty, their democracy, that it's in America's best interest to do so, arguing that if Putin wins, he may be emboldened to move even further into other countries. You have said you would solve this war in 24 hours. You said so just before the break tonight. How exactly would you do that? And I want to ask you a very simple question tonight. Do you want Ukraine to win this war?
I want the war to stop. I want to save lives that are being uselessly, people being killed by the millions. It's the millions. It's so much worse than the numbers that you're getting, which are fake numbers. Look. We're in for 250 billion or more because they're a bigger beneficiary to getting this thing done than we are. They're in for $150 billion less because Biden and you don't have the courage to ask Europe like I did with NATO. They paid billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars when I said, either you pay up or we're not going to protect you anymore.
She looks so smug.
So that's maybe
She
one
looks
of the
so
reasons they
smug
don't
right now.
like me as much as they like
yeah,
weak people.
I want
But
this shit.
you take a look at what's happening. We're in for 250 to 275 billion. They're into 100 to 150. They should be forced to equalize. With that being said, I want to get the war settled. I know Zelensky very well, and I know Putin very well. I have a good relationship, and they respect your president, okay? They respect me. They don't respect Biden. How would you respect him? Why? For what reason? He hasn't even made a phone call in 2 years to Putin. Hasn't spoken to anybody. They don't even try.
Biden is sleeping right now, man.
That's dying to be settled. I will get it
for?
settled before I even become president. If I win, when I'm
Sus.
president-elect, and what I'll do is I'll speak to one, I'll speak to the other, I'll get them together. That war would have never happened. And in fact, when I saw Putin after I left, unfortunately left because our country has gone to hell. But after I left, when I saw him building up soldiers, he did it after I left, I said, oh, he must be negotiating. It must be a good, strong point of negotiation. Well, it wasn't, because Biden had no idea how to talk to him. He had no idea how to stop it. And now you have millions of people dead, and it's only getting worse, and it could lead to World War III. Don't kid yourself, David. We're playing with World War III, and we have a president that we don't even know if he's... Where is our president? We don't even know if he's a president.
And just to clarify
they
here...
threw him out of a campaign like a dog. We don't even know. Is he our president? But we have a president,
Mr. President,
that doesn't know he's alive.
Your time is up. And just to clarify in the question, do you believe it's in the U.S. best interest for Ukraine to win this war, yes or no?
I think it's the U.S. best interest to get this war finished and just get it done.
All right.
Negotiate a deal, because we have to stop all of these human lives from being destroyed.
I want to take this to Vice President Harris. I want to get your thoughts on support for Ukraine in this moment, but also, as Commander-in-Chief, if elected, how would you deal with Vladimir Putin, and would it be any different from what we're seeing from President Biden?
Well, first of all, it's important to remind the former president you're not running against Joe Biden, you're running against me. I believe the reason that Donald Trump says that this war would be over within 24 hours is because he would just give it up. And that's not who we are as Americans. Let's understand what happened here. I actually met with Zelensky a few days before Russia invaded, tried through force to change territorial boundaries, to defy one of the most important international rules and norms, which is the importance of sovereignty and territorial integrity. And I met with President Zelensky. I shared with him American intelligence about how he could defend himself. Days later, I went to NATO's eastern flank, to Poland and Romania. And through the work that I and others did, we brought 50 countries together to support Ukraine in its righteous defense. And because of our support, because of the air defense, the ammunition, the artillery, the javelins, the Abrams tanks that we have provided, Ukraine stands as an independent and free country. If Donald Trump were president, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv right now. And understand what that would mean, because Putin's agenda is not just about Ukraine. Understand why the European allies and our NATO allies are so thankful that you are no longer president, and that we understand the importance of the greatest military alliance the world has ever known, which is NATO, and what we have done to preserve the ability of Zelensky and the Ukrainians to fight for their independence. Otherwise, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv with his eyes on the rest of Europe, starting with Poland. And why don't you tell the 800,000 Polish Americans right here in Pennsylvania how quickly you would give up for the sake of favor and what you think is a friendship with what is known to be a dictator who would eat you for lunch.
Ooh,
Vice President Harris, thank you from both of you on Ukraine tonight. Afghanistan
that's crazy.
came up in the last hour.
She was
I
throwing
wanted her to
shots the
respond to
whole
something you said
time.
earlier, and please, I'll give you a minute here.
Putin would be sitting in Moscow, and he wouldn't have lost 300,000 men and women, but he would have been sitting in Moscow. Quiet, please. He would have been sitting in Moscow, much happier than he is right now. But eventually, you know, he's got a thing that other people don't have. He's got nuclear weapons. They don't ever talk about that. He's got nuclear weapons. Nobody ever thinks about that. And eventually, maybe he'll use them, and maybe he hasn't been that threatening. But he does have that, something we don't even like to talk about. Nobody likes to talk about it. But just so you understand, they sent her to negotiate peace before this war started. 3 days later, he went in and he started the war because everything they said was weak and stupid. They said the wrong things. That war should have never started. She was the emissary. They sent her in to negotiate with Zelensky and Putin, and she did. And the war started 3 days later. And that's the kind of talent we have with her. She's worse than Biden. In my opinion, I think he's the worst president in the history of our country. She goes down as the worst vice president in the history of our country. But let me tell you something. She is a horrible negotiator. They sent her in to negotiate. As soon as they left, Putin did the invasion.
President Trump, thank you. You did bring up something. You said she went to negotiate with Vladimir Putin. Vice President Harris, have you ever met Vladimir Putin? Can you clarify tonight?
Yet again, I said it at the beginning of this debate, you're going to hear a bunch of lies coming from this fellow. And that is another one. When I went to meet with President Zelensky, I've now met with him over 5 times. The reality is it has been about standing as America always should, as a leader upholding international rules and norms, as a leader who shows strength, understanding that the alliances we have around the world are dependent on our ability to look out for our friends and not favor our enemies because you adore strong men instead of caring about democracy. And that is very much what is at stake here. The President of the United States is Commander-in-Chief. And the American people have a right to rely
Did she mean bro or not? She said it was a lie. She said it was a lie.
The significance of America's role and responsibility in terms of ensuring that there is stability and ensuring we stand up for our principles and not sell them for the benefit of personal flattery.
We've talked about Ukraine and Vladimir Putin. I do want to talk about Afghanistan. It came up in the first hour of this debate. I want to move on to Afghanistan.
Stoltenberg said Trump did the most amazing thing I've ever seen. He got these countries, the 28 countries at the time, to pay up. He said, I've never seen. He's the head of NATO. He said, I've never seen. For years, we were paying almost all of NATO. We were being ripped off by European nations, both on trade and on NATO. I got them to pay up by saying one of the statements you made before, if you don't pay, we're not going to protect you. Otherwise, we would have never gotten it. He said it was one of the most incredible jobs that he's ever seen done.
Thank you. I want to turn to Afghanistan. It came up in the first hour.
Incredible jobs that he's ever seen done.
Thank you.
Look at the smirk. Yeah, she's like, I got this in the bag.
I want to turn to Afghanistan. It came up in the first hour of the debate, and we witnessed a poignant moment today on Capitol Hill, honoring the soldiers who died in the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. I do want to ask the Vice President, do you believe you bear any responsibility in the way that withdrawal played out?
Well, I will tell you, I agreed with President Biden's decision to pull out of Afghanistan. 4 presidents said they would, and Joe Biden did. And as a result, America's taxpayers are not paying the $300 million a day we were paying for that endless war. And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world, the first time this century. But let's understand how we got to where we are. Donald Trump, when he was president, negotiated one of the weakest deals you can imagine. He calls himself a deal maker. Even his national security advisor said it was a weak, terrible deal. And here's how it went down. He bypassed the Afghan government. He negotiated directly with a terrorist organization called the Taliban. The negotiation involved the Taliban getting 5,000 Taliban terrorists released. And get this,
Constantly mewing.
And the president at the time invited the Taliban to Camp David, a place of storied significance for us as Americans, a place where we honor the importance of American diplomacy, where we invite and receive respected world leaders. And this former president as president, invited them to Camp David because he does not again appreciate the role and responsibility of the President of the United States to be commander-in-chief with a level of respect. And this gets back to the point of how he has consistently disparaged and demeaned members of our military, fallen soldiers, and the work that we must do to uphold the strength and the respect of the United States of America around the world.
Vice President Harris, thank you. President Trump, your response to her saying that you began the negotiations with the Taliban.
So, if you take a look at that period of time, the Taliban was killing our soldiers, a lot of them, with snipers. And I got involved with the
Nothing
Taliban
else, just snipers, I
because
guess?
the Taliban was doing the killing. That's the fighting force within Afghanistan. They don't bother doing that because, you know, they deal with the wrong people all the time. But I got involved.
No-scoping mode.
And Abdul is the head of the Taliban. He is
rust.
still the head of the Taliban. And I told Abdul, don't do it anymore. You do it anymore, you're going to have problems. And he said, why do you send me a picture of my house? I said, you're going to have to figure that out, Abdul. And for 18 months, we had nobody killed. We did have an agreement negotiated by Mike Pompeo. It was a very good agreement. The reason it was good, it was we were getting out. We would have been out faster than them, but we wouldn't have lost the soldiers. We wouldn't have left many Americans behind, and we wouldn't have left $85 billion worth of brand new, beautiful military equipment behind. And just to finish, they blew it. The agreement said you have to do this, and they didn't do it. They didn't do it. The agreement was terminated by us because they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
I want to move on.
And these people did the worst withdrawal, and in my opinion, the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. And by the way, that's why Russia attacked Ukraine, because they saw how incompetent she and her boss are.
President Trump.
Her boss.
I want to move on now to race and politics in this country. Mr. President, you recently said of Vice President Harris, quote, I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago.
Here we go.
To turn black,
Here we go.
And now she wants to be known as black. I want to ask a bigger picture question here tonight. Why do you believe it's appropriate to weigh in on the racial identity of your opponent?
I don't, and I don't care. I don't care what she is. I don't care. You make a big deal out of something. I couldn't care less. Whatever she wants to be is okay with me.
But those were your words, so I'm asking.
I don't know. I mean, all I can say is I read where she was not
Yep. Come on, one. GG's.
black.
GG's.
That she put out, and I'll say that. And then I read that she was black, and that's okay. Either one was okay with me. That's up to her. That's up to her.
Vice President Harris, your thoughts on this?
I think it's, I mean, honestly, I think it's a tragedy that we have someone who wants to be president who has consistently, over the course of his career, attempted to use race to divide the American people. You know, I do believe that the vast majority of us know that we have so much more in common than what separates us, and we don't want this kind of approach that is just constantly trying to divide us, and especially by race. And let's remember how Donald Trump started. He was land, he owned buildings, and he was investigated because he refused to rent property to black families. Let's remember, this is the same individual who took out a full-page ad in the New York Times calling for the execution of 5 young black and Latino boys who were innocent, the Central Park 5.
Oh, I heard about that.
Took out a full-page ad calling for their execution. This is the same individual who spread birther lies about the first black president of the United States. And I think the American people want better than that, want better than this, want someone who...
Yo, everybody, right now, go to the chat. Just put GG's. Just put GG's in the chat right now, bro. Just do that.
Understands as I do, I travel our country. We see in each other a friend. We see in each other a neighbor. We don't want a leader who is constantly trying to have Americans point their fingers at each other. I meet with people all the time who tell me, can we please just have discourse about how we're going to invest in the aspirations and the ambitions and the dreams of the American people. Knowing that regardless of people's color or the language their grandmother speaks, we all have the same dreams and aspirations and want a president who invests in those, not in hate and division.
Vice President Harris, thank you. Lindsay?
President Trump, this is now your third time.
This is the most divisive presidency in the history of our country. There's never been anything like it. They're destroying our country, and they come up with things like what she just said. Going back many, many years, when a lot of people, including Mayor Bloomberg, agreed with me on the Central Park Five, they admitted, they said, they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, then
hell no.
You're not guilty. But this is a person that has to stretch back years, 40, 50 years ago, because there's nothing now. I built one of the greatest economies in the history of the world, and I'm going to build it again. It's going to be bigger, better, and stronger. But they're destroying our economy. They have no idea what a good economy is. Their oil policies, every single policy. And remember this, she is Biden. You know, she's trying to get away from Biden. I don't know the gentleman, she says. She is Biden. The worst inflation we've ever had, a horrible economy because inflation has made it so bad, and she can't get away with that.
Thank you. Your time is up, Lindsay.
I want to respond to that, though. I want to just respond briefly. Clearly, I am not Joe Biden, and I am certainly not Donald Trump. And what I do offer is a new generation of leadership for our country, one who believes in what is possible, one who brings a sense of optimism about what we can do instead of always disparaging the American people. I believe in what we can do to strengthen our small businesses, which is why I have a plan. Let's talk about our plans and let's compare the plans. I have a plan to give startup businesses $50,000 tax deduction, to pursue their ambitions, their innovation, their ideas, their hard work. I have a plan, $6,000 for young families for the first year of your child's life, to help you in that most critical stage of your child's development. I have a plan that is about allowing people to be able to pursue what has been fleeting in terms of the American dream by offering a help with down payment of $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. That's the kind of conversation, I believe, David, that people really want tonight, as opposed to a conversation that is constantly about belittling and name-calling. Let's turn the page
Vice President
and move
Harris,
forward.
thank you. Let's turn to policy.
President
Let's
Trump,
turn back
we
to
have
policy.
to move on. President Trump.
Let's turn to policy,
She
please.
has a plan to defund the police.
Oh my
She has a
God.
plan to confiscate everybody's gun.
President Trump,
she
we
has
do
a
have to
plan
move on to
not
other
allow
issues.
fracking in Pennsylvania or anywhere else.
Okay.
That's what her.
Tonight, 9 years after you first started running, do you have a plan, and can you tell us what it is?
Obamacare was lousy health care, always was. It's not very good today. And what I said, that if we come up with something, and we are working on things, we're going to do it and we're going to replace it. But remember this, I inherited Obamacare because Democrats wouldn't change it. They wouldn't vote for it. They were unanimous. They wouldn't vote to change it. If they would have done that, we would have had a much better plan than Obamacare. But the Democrats came up. They wouldn't vote for it. I had a choice to make when I was president. Do I save it and make it as good as it can be, never going to be great, or do I let it rot? And I felt I had an obligation.
I have no idea what
even though
fracking is, dude.
politically it would
I
have
have
been
no
good
idea.
to just let it rot and let it go away. I decided, and I told my people, the top people, and they're very good people. I have a lot of good people in this
A lot of good
that
people.
administration.
Good people. Yes, good
we read
people.
about the bad ones. We had some real bad ones, too, and so do they. They have really bad ones. The difference is they don't get rid of them. But let me just explain. I had a choice to make. Do I save it and make it as good as it can be, or do I let it rot? And I saved it. I did the right thing. But it's still never going to be great, and it's too expensive for people. And what we will do is we're looking at different plans. If we can come up with a plan that's going to cost our people, our population, less money and be better health care than Obamacare, then I would absolutely do it. But until then, I'd run it as good as it can be run.
So just a yes or no, you still do not have a plan?
I have concepts of a plan. I'm not president right now.
Oh my
But if
God.
we come up with something, I would only change it if we come up with
crazy.
something that's better and less expensive. And there are concepts and options we have to do that. And you'll be hearing about it in the not too distant future.
Vice President Harris, in 2017, you supported Bernie Sanders' proposal to do away with private insurance and create a government-run health care system. 2 years later, you proposed a plan that included a private insurance option. What is your plan today?
Well, first of all, I absolutely support, and over the last 4 years as vice president, private health care options. But what we need to do is maintain and grow the Affordable Care Act. But I'll get to that, Lindsay. I just need to respond to a previous point that the former president has made. I've made very clear my position on fracking. And then this business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff. As it relates to
She
the
said she
Affordable
got
Care
the
Act,
strap.
understand, just look at the history to know where people stand. When Donald Trump was president, 60 times he tried to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. 60 times. I was a senator at the time when I will never forget the early morning hours when it was up for a vote in the United States Senate. And the late, great John McCain, who you have disparaged as being, you don't like him, you said, at the time because he got caught. He was
Look
an
at him.
American hero. The late, great John McCain, I will never forget that night, walked onto the Senate floor and said, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't get rid of the Affordable Care Act. You have no plan. And what the Affordable Care Act has done is eliminate the ability of insurance companies to deny people with pre-existing conditions. I don't have to tell the people watching tonight, you remember what that was like?
No.
Remember when an insurance company could deny if a child had asthma, if someone was a breast cancer survivor, if a grandparent had diabetes? And thankfully, as I've been vice president and we, over the last 4 years, have strengthened the Affordable Care Act, we have allowed for the first time Medicare to negotiate drug prices on behalf of you, the American people. Donald Trump said he was going to allow Medicare to negotiate drug prices. He never did. We did. And now we have capped the cost of insulin at $35 a month. Since I've been vice president, we have capped the cost of prescription medication for seniors at $2,000 a year. And when I am president, we will do that for all people, understanding that the value I bring to this is that access to health care should be a right and not just a privilege of those who can afford it. And the plan has to be to strengthen the Affordable Care Act, not get rid of it,
Vice
pass his
President
prologue
Harris,
in
thank
terms
you.
of where Donald Trump stands on that.
I want to move to an issue that's important for a lot
She made
of...
a mistake. And number one, John McCain fought Obamacare for 10 years. But it wasn't only him. It were all of the Democrats that kept it going. And you know what? We can do much better than Obamacare, much less money. But she won't improve private insurance for people, private medical insurance. That's another thing she doesn't want to get. People are paying privately for insurance that have worked hard and made money, and they want to have private. She wants everybody to be on government insurance where you wait 6 months for an operation that you need immediately.
President Trump, thank you. We have another issue that we'd like to get to that's important
He
for a
said,
number of
"Nuh-uh."
Americans, in particular younger voters, and that's climate change. President Trump, with regard to the environment, you say that we have to have clean air and clean water. Vice President Harris, you call climate change an existential threat. The question to you both tonight is, what would you do to fight climate change? And Vice President Harris, we'll start with you. 1 minute for you each.
Well, the former president had said that climate change is a hoax. And what
Shots.
we know is that it is very real. You ask anyone who lives in a state who has experienced these extreme weather occurrences, who now is either being denied home insurance or it's being jacked up. You ask anybody who has been the victim of what that means in terms of losing their home, having nowhere to go. We know that we can actually deal with this issue. The young people of America care deeply about this issue. And I am proud that as vice president over the last 4 years, we have invested $1 trillion in a clean energy economy, while we have also increased domestic gas production to historic levels. We have created over 800,000 new manufacturing jobs while I have been vice president. We have invested in clean energy to the point that we are opening up factories around the world. Donald Trump said he was going to create manufacturing jobs. He lost manufacturing jobs. And I'm also proud to have the endorsement of the United Auto Workers and Sean Fain, who also know that part of building a clean energy economy includes investing in American-made products, American automobiles. It includes growing what we can do around American manufacturing and opening up auto plants, not closing them like happened under Donald Trump.
Vice President Harris, thank you.
That didn't happen under Donald Trump. Let me just tell you, they lost
Oh, speaking in the
10,000
third person.
manufacturing jobs this last month. It's going, they're all leaving. They're building big auto plants in Mexico, in many cases owned by China. They're building these massive plants, and they think they're going to sell their cars into the United States because of these people. What they have given to China is unbelievable. But we're not going to let that. We'll put tariffs on those cars so they can't come into our country, because they will kill the United Auto Workers and any auto worker, whether it's in Detroit or South Carolina or any other place. What they've done to business and manufacturing in this country is horrible. We have nothing because they refuse. You know, Biden doesn't go after people because supposedly China paid him millions of dollars. He's afraid to do it. Between him and his son, they get all this money from Ukraine. They get all this money from all of these different countries. And then you wonder, why is he so loyal to this one, that one, Ukraine, China? Why is he? Why did he get $3.5 million from the mayor of Moscow's wife? Why did she pay him $3.5 million? This is a crooked administration, and they're selling our country down the tubes.
President Trump, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with closing statements from both of our candidates. An historic night, this ABC News presidential debate from Philadelphia. Back in a moment.
Bro, this is absolutely.
Oh my God! Clean
He's done. He's done.
Clean
And
sweep.
by the way, Bear, Trump quite literally is racist, and it was exposed right here. He literally said it himself. If you don't know, I forgot what it's called, but if you don't know what that incident was that he took off the newspapers, that was quite literally him taking off a entire thing that had happened between 5 black men who were falsely accused by a white woman of raping her.
I think I saw a movie about that.
Yes, they were all 5 were falsely accused, and their interrogators and every other officer was forcing these black men to say that they actually did it, was manipulating them and forcing them to actually say that they did it when they did it. And then what happened several years later, the actual person who did it comes out and says it himself. He comes out and says it wasn't them, it was me. And they were never given, they sued and were still barely even given anything after that. Trump and Trump, basically what was said is he paid for that to get taken off of the papers. He didn't want them to get help. He quite literally is racist. I don't care.
I fully remember this shit now. Oh my God, yo. Well, you know who we gonna get for president? This man is fucking toast. My goodness. I thought it was gonna be bad, but I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. Oh my God. Oh.
Ted, do you still want to say something? We should let Ted say something since they.
Ted, is Ted here?
Pretty much.
Where you at? Where you at? Pull up.
Yeah, I'll put Ted.
Are you voting? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm definitely voting. I'm definitely voting.
Okay, Ted, go ahead and say what you want to say. Okay.
Oh. Get back down there. Oh my God. Yo.
It's just, this is embarrassing. And then he's been ignoring a lot of these questions that have been given to him, bro.
Oh God. Like, yes or no? Putin. I'm so sorry. It's so funny. Oh my God. Google fracking is. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Fracking. Definition: fracking is by injecting oil at high pressure underground. So just like, just getting oil. So she's not going. So we going. Oh. So Kamala's stealing his drill, baby drill. That's crazy, dog. Yo. Yeah, she won. It's not even close.
And yeah, she did, especially and then on top of that, like something small that he did, he literally talked about her sorority. I don't think he realizes how big the Alpha Kappa Alphas are, bro. They're by far they were the first black sorority ever, and they are by far the biggest. He's so anybody that was for him, and he done lost them already, just like that.
Everybody, gotta see TikTok real quick. Man said they're eating dogs and shit. Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Getting this question. Next, give it a
Hold on. Let's see. Okay, use videos. Nah, she went straight. She went straight to it. She's like, Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. She is toxic. That's shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, bro. She's dead ass Kendrick. She's Kendrick and he's Drake. No round twos.
News now.
Here we go. Let's see this.
We're back with tonight's debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump.
And when it ends, please join us for analysis of tonight's key moments. Our team will break it down. As we enter the final sprint to Election Day, we'll go back to the debate and closing statements.
Live from the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Here again, David Muir and Lindsay Davis.
Why don't you come on and get shot?
Welcome back tonight. The time has come for closing statements, and Vice President Harris, we begin with you.
So I think you've heard tonight two very different visions for our country. One that is focused on the future, and the other that is focused on the past, and an attempt to take us backward. But we're not going back. And I do believe that the American people know we all have so much more in common than what separates us. And we can chart a new way forward. And a vision of that includes having a plan, understanding the aspirations, the dreams, the hopes, the ambition of the American people, which is why I intend to create an opportunity economy, investing in small businesses, in new families, in what we can do around protecting seniors, what we can do that is about giving hardworking folks a break and bringing down the cost of living. I believe in what we can do together that is about sustaining America's standing in the world and ensuring that we have the respect that we so rightly deserve, including respecting our military and ensuring we have the most lethal fighting force in the world.
That's me.
I will be a president that will protect our fundamental rights and freedoms, including the right of a woman to make decisions about her own body and not have her government tell her what to do. I'll tell you, I started my career as a prosecutor. I was a DA, I was an attorney general, a United States senator, and now vice president. I've only had one client, the people. And I'll tell you, as a prosecutor, I never asked a victim or a witness, are you a Republican or a Democrat? The only thing I ever asked them, are you okay? And that's the kind of president we need right now. Someone who cares about you and is not putting themselves first. I intend to be a president for all Americans and focus on what we can do over the next 10 and 20 years to build back up our country by investing right now in you, the American people.
Vice President Harris, thank you. President Trump?
So she just started by saying she's going to do this, she's going to do that, she's going to do all these wonderful things. Why hasn't she done it? She's been there for 3.5 years. They've had 3.5 years to fix the border. They've had 3.5 years to create jobs and all the things we talked about. Why hasn't she done it? She should leave right now, go down to that beautiful White House, go to the Capitol, get everyone together and do the things you want to do, but you haven't done it, and you won't do it because you believe in things that the American people don't believe in. You believe in
things like we're not going to frack, we're not going to take fossil fuel, we're not
No,
going to
the
do
vice president
things
can't
that
do
are going to
anything
make
bad.
this country
They
strong, whether
literally
you
just
like it or
exist.
not. Germany tried that, and within 1 year, they were back to building normal energy plants. We're not ready for it. We can't sacrifice our country for the sake of bad vision. But I just ask one simple question. Why didn't she do it? We're a failing nation. We're a nation that's in serious decline. We're being laughed at all over the world. All over the world, they're laughing. I know the leaders very well. They're coming to see me. They call me. We're laughed at all over the world. They don't understand what happened to us as a nation. We're not a leader. We don't have any idea what's going on. We have wars going on in the Middle East. We have wars going on with Russia and Ukraine. We're going to end up in a third
good night,
world
Bianca.
war, and
Take
it'll
care.
be a
Thank you for
war
coming to the
like
stream.
no other because of nuclear weapons, the power of weaponry. I rebuilt our entire military. She gave a lot of it away to the Taliban. She gave it to Afghanistan. What these people have done to our country, and maybe toughest of all, is allowing millions of people to come into our country. Many of them are criminals, and they're destroying our country. The worst president, the worst vice president in the history of our country.
President Trump, thank you. And that is our ABC News presidential debate from here in Philadelphia at the National Constitution Center. I'm Lindsay Davis.
And I'm David Muir. Thank you for watching here in the
My
U.S.
boy
and
David
all
Muir.
over the world, and from all of us here at ABC News. Good night.
And welcome back to NBC.
Yeah, we
News.
voting for Kamala. That's raps. That's raps. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Oh my god.
I already know what Twitter's gonna look like tomorrow. Probably even right now. I said Twitter, I meant TikTok.
Yeah, we better see it all over. Oh my
Recipes.
god. Yep.
Recipes. I see dead people.
Can you vote before election? My birthday is legit right before election. Like it's the day before. So I turn 18 the day before the election. So yeah, I'll be able to vote.
We voting.
When is the election?
Damn.
It's the 25th. I mean, not the 25th. It's on the 5th of November. I'm tripping. It's on the 5th of November.
Wow. That...
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't voting for shit. Not gonna lie.
If I have the energy to vote, then I'll vote for Kamala. My goodness, he lost all of his entire lead. Just disintegrated.
Oh no worries. I've been applied since my birthday is the day before. My mom been had that happen.
My
so I so like
goodness.
I'll get it. So I have it. I just can't necessarily vote
That was
until I
it.
turn 18.
Yo, what is Twitter saying right now? What's Twitter saying right now? What, hashtag Trump is cooked?
20.
Hashtag clean sweep. Like, that is crazy. That was funny as hell though. I will say that was really entertainment. It did
Like
not...
I'm not gonna lie, I think the biggest reason he lost is quite literally because none of his points, like most of any points that he had, couldn't work against her because he's the vice president.
Is that true?
There's not much he can do.
Yeah.
Not really.
That was like the one thing I was
All
like...
Harris was doing was just throwing shade like the whole entire time.
Well, to be honest, I
Pretty
can't
much
blame
talking to the
her.
audience. That's literally it.
But I can't blame her for throwing shade. She really didn't have to do much this at all. He was doing nothing but digging himself a deeper hole, and she
For
knew
real.
it, so she just played her cards right.
Thank you, Persistence, for coming to the stream. Appreciate it. You kid is at the election office. My God. Well, it didn't disappoint, honestly. That was very entertaining.
Bro, you got Pop Base talking about that. You're not running against Joe Biden. You're running against me.
he tried to say, I'm talking. Is that for really? Stop it. Stop it. Her mic was muted. Stop it. Oh, everyone in Twitter says Trump is cooked. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Anyways. Yep. There's literally not much to talk about. Trump just got fucking destroyed. He's literally Drake now. All right. My God. All right, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you everyone for pulling up to see this amazing debate that we just had. Oh my God. And yeah, I'm gonna end the stage, y'all. I'll see y'all.
All right.
Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone pulling up for the stream, and I'll see you guys next stream hopefully this weekend. So everyone take care. Thank you.